Well, 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 Chet. How are we doing?
Well.
Should be Golden Freddy for this.
Yeah, why are you Toy Freddy right now? What you doing, man?
I was Toy Freddy for something else.
We're here with Faz, Chud, and Cryonide. Alright, my friends, this has been a long time coming. Golden Freddy, chat. Golden Freddy.
SMH my head, new FNAF Mysteries episode so old y'all still thought Abyss was real. Skull emoji.
Thank you, Gonk, for the 5. New FNAF Mysteries episode so old, y'all still thought Abyss was real. Yeah, that was filmed back in like September, I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
What's
Anyway.
so long to upload it?
I was just too lazy to put the PNGs on screen.
Oh my god, bro.
Anyway, chat. The important part of today is, honestly, it's anime's favorite lesson. It's teamwork, chat.
Yeah.
So, we are gonna finally look over all of the Golden Freddy information that we have gotten throughout the history of Five Nights at Freddy's. Because there is so much Golden Freddy shit that I feel like whenever we're making theories, we might not all remember everything at once. I have like 20 tabs open, you'll see. It's actually crazy. So, we're gonna forget something. So that's why we're live with this and it's not an upload. We're gonna need your guys' help. Because it's actually about to be insane. We're starting the stream off already with some generous people. We got, let's see, Stratosphere, What If William Aft Goon. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's already beginning.
Now
was really just a prototype from Poppy Playtime. It's not even a play on words. You just put the word goon in its name.
You just put the. It's what your chat does, dude.
Yeah.
You did this to them.
Cassidy is a projection for CC to save himself. Caleb, I know you're joking around. We'll actually get into the projections idea, Caleb, so don't leave projections out of the running just yet. And then Mio and Glatono with donations as well. My music is loud as hell in my ears, so let me turn this down and then get us started. Okay. Put that right around here, I think. Very good. And right around there. Beautiful. All right, chat. Let me shrink myself down to a reasonable level. Oh my god, unless we keep getting donations. Frontier Critter, Golden Freddy is Freddin. No wonder I don't like him. Cool Dude 5078, straight dreading it right now. T-Dread's girlfriend. T-Dreads, can you fix the CGI on the new Spider-Man trailer? It looks like a Blender animation. I'm not reading the last part. Thank you for the first part.
Wait, what's the last part?
You can read that, bro. I ain't
crazy.
touching that.
Hang on, wait, I gotta find it.
And then Faulty Star asks, what if Mrs. Afton is Cassidy? I don't think she meets the requirement of getting murdered as a kid in 1985. Yeah.
Oh, hold on now. The pit exists.
No,
Wait.
no.
Anything is possible. Okay. Here we go. Projection jump scare, chat. Projection jump scare. Scrap chat for Smash 2. Honestly, I'd be so down with Springtrap being in Smash Bros, but Scott would never do it.
Never ever. I wish, dude.
Kathleen says, what if Golden Freddy was Freddy, but golden? Wait,
Okay,
you...
but what if Golden Freddy was Freddy?
Perhaps you're onto
but
something.
golden?
Perhaps you're onto
Although
something.
canon, it's impossible.
Golden Gabriel.
He's spitting fire. Alright, chat. It's time to begin. Let me list out what I've got for you guys to start with for us to go over. This is just our starting point, okay? We're gonna need to go over, right? The new kid, Golden Duo, Golden Cassidy, Golden Victim, Ultimate Custom Nights Golden Freddy Details. The week before, FNAF 4 bars. Tiger Rock. Curse of Dreadbear. Secret of the Mimic.
If FNAF ever ends up in
Save
Smash,
Them.
it would probably be just
Golden Freddy
as
in the
an
movie.
amiibo or me costume.
Golden Freddy Kid in the second movie. The Silver Eyes. And FNAF 1. And that's just our starting point.
Oh, we might be here a while.
I guarantee you, that's not everything.
I was gonna say, do we even want to touch the Into the Pit Golden Freddy? Because that seems.
Hell no!
Yeah, not in a million years. I'm so good. I'm so good on that. Don't let me anywhere near that game ever again.
All right, chat. We're gonna begin our journey today by looking over some stuff that I think is important and that not everybody considers. But I think for our best chance, chat, of getting a good look at this, I think we should start by thinking out. What am I saying? By going over what people have thought out so far. So we'll start with our two prime candidates, which is Cassidy and the bite victim. Now, chat, I'm very interested. I want to see. We won't get into Golden Duo just yet, but I want you to type 1 if you think Cassidy is Golden Freddy. I want you to type 2 if you think the bite victim is Golden Freddy. And I guess you know, that's all for now. That's all for now.
Yeah, let's not get into duo yet.
Yeah. All right, we're getting a lot of 1-2s for Golden Duos, but overwhelmingly, Cryo, right now from chat, we're seeing the consensus is Cassidy, honestly.
All the 12s now.
Well, now a bunch of 12s are coming in.
Now.
Yeah. So Golden Duo is the predominant belief.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not either. I think that makes sense. Where did 14 come from? Someone's new around here.
Oh, buddy.
Florent. Someone's new. All right. So, chat, let's take a look at Golden Cassidy first, right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Golden Cassidy is a theory that Cassidy, one of the missing children's incident victims, is possessing Golden Freddy, right? And this largely pertains to Cassidy being the 5th victim. I think that it would make no sense to me. This is where it gets so confusing, right, chat? Because we need to think it would make no sense if the 5th missing child is not Golden Freddy. Now, there are theories that the 5th missing child is the puppet. Do either you know anything about those?
I've heard a few things. I can't name anything, but I've heard.
I was going to say, do you think you'd be able to explain one, Fazbear? Because I'm out of the loop on that.
Yeah, there's some Charlie 85 believers who believe that Charlie was part of the MCI and the puppet was set up at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and she was just killed around the same time as them. And also there's the idea that Fazbear doesn't report or they report bodies even if they know it's a body as a missing person. So like in FNAF 1 they say upon discovery of death or dismemberment, fill out a form after 90 days and file a missing person report. So the idea is that even if they found Charlie's body, they would have filed a missing person report for her, and she would be considered a missing kid regardless.
But this is what I mean in every other continuity, right? And this is why it gets touchy, chat, I know, when we're using the books and the movie. I have always thought, though, one of the key things to look for with Scott Cawthon is the repetition of ideas. When you're FNAF theorizing, I think you should look for the repetition of ideas. And let me explain why, right? Let me explain why. Because, essentially, Scott has stated before that details that are important, that people misunderstand, he clarifies in the next game. So if something is really important and we didn't understand it at first, it's going to show up again. That's how he's structuring it. right? So when we're looking at this stuff, I think we should look for overlapping motifs between different Golden Freddys and different storylines. Chat, does that sound good? Chat, type 14 if that sounds good. I think Cryo and I are on the same page.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Withered Circle disagrees. Interesting. Oh, never mind. Oh no, that's you. You type 14. Yeah. Withered Circle disagrees. Withered Circle did negative 14. Wow.
I also somewhat disagree. But,
oh, could you explain why? So we could all hate you? It's us versus Fazbear, chat. Us versus Fazbear. Kill him. Get him.
If you're arguing that repetition indicates something for the games, then we just have to include Into the Pit because that is the most repeated.
Well, unfortunately, I think that's true. I agree.
Yeah, that's the problem. We agree with you.
Unfortunately, I agree with you. I literally have a video coming out about this. Chat.
I wish I didn't agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, I say no. I don't think there is a pit.
Counter evidence. No. All right. Chat, I think some things in Into the Pit are important for the games. I got a video coming out later, but I won't chill about it. Anyway, we've been dragging long enough, chat. Today, it's time for us all to crack down on Scott Cawthon. We're gonna freaking take him out. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's crack Scott Cawthon.
Let's crack Scott. I knew you were gonna say that. Okay.
Come on, man. You set me up for it.
Yeah. Okay, so evidence, right? They start with saying, in general, Cassidy demonstrates supernatural abilities in the survival logbook, and Golden Freddy is the character that has the most aggressive supernatural capabilities. This is a interesting point in the fact that I don't think Cassidy, in the one appearance we have of her, him, them, whatever, I don't think Cassidy's depicted as aggressive at all in the logbook, which is very interesting. Very interesting. To be honest, if you want to go this route, right, and we'll get to it, even in the movie, guys, the Golden Freddy kid is not that angry, especially because of the second movie.
TD, what was
second movie? He's just like, all right, see ya.
Aggressive with Mike, though.
Also,
like definitely, those kids fuck Mike up.
That's true.
Yeah, but like the one who did the most damage every single time is Fritz.
Yeah. I'm thinking
because he has a hook, bro. He got a weapon.
Here's what I mean. Like our idea of the vengeful spirit, right, would never be like, all right, Mike, I'm gonna let Afton go now. See you later. So it's tough to see who that kid's paralleling. We'll have to get into it. Let's keep going. Okay. If Cassidy is the fated text, then they would have spirit writing and mind reading capabilities. That is something that I agree with. I think so. I mean, yes. I think
spirit writing would explain a lot of the stuff in FNAF 1 because that's like all over the building.
Oh yes, yep. Especially and in like the movie and the week before, you see it on mirrors and stuff. It's me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point. Ooh. Here's what I think, right? And chat's already gonna get mad about this kind of thing, and so are you, Cryo. Sorry, but I think to a certain extent, you need to accept the fact that Cassidy, or at least Golden Freddy, chat, right, can just put shit into reality. At a certain, it's true. At a certain
to some extent, yes.
Whether it's teleporting physical matter around the building, such as itself, or putting writings on the walls and stuff, or changing the posters could be hallucination, right? Which it also can do, because we'll get into that. I'll go ahead, Fazbear.
The week before says that's Gabriel, the spirit who changes all of the posters on the wall and makes the pictures of the crying children and everything. That's Gabriel specifically.
And chat, we'll get to something in the week before that. It's gonna be a little interesting. I'll tell you that much.
God, I haven't thought about the week before since it came out. Oh God,
it does some damage.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
it's been a while, but I remember the horrors.
Okay, well, I suppose we should go ahead and go over this right now because this is an important thing, especially to Withered Circle, who believes Cassidy is the Golden Freddy kid in Happiest Day, and that is this drawing from the logbook. Does anyone have any strong thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think that's slop.
I think it's just a kid too. I think it's just a kid.
Yeah, chat. Do we think that child is Cassidy? Because I don't.
No.
We're gonna get a lot. We're gonna get a lot of yes, it's Cassidy. Chat 1 if it's Cassidy, 2 if it's not Cassidy. We're gonna get a lot of ones.
Yeah. It's Charlie. Let's relax.
I think this is just a child. Like,
yeah, I think this is just some random ass kid.
I mean, it even says in the logbook that the birthday party pack, you get cake taken to you by the puppet on one of the things.
Yeah.
So I think this is just a representation of getting that party pack.
At best, it's an unknown 9th victim. We feel like we just jumped some number. Maybe not.
Goodness
Hold on,
gracious.
wait. I gotta do some counting.
Joshua gives $2. That's 3 for I don't know. Josh, that's the optimal answer. Joe says you got the just got the best sleep last night from my Manta mask. 10% off code T-Dress. True.
True.
It's my paid dono.
You gave him the money to do that.
Yeah. Holy $19.99. Let's go. Thank you so much. They say like Five Nights at Freddy's on night 5. Okay. Come on.
Like
Okay.
5 nights at Freddy's on night 5, you keep me stressed, obsessed.
You're the jump
no
scare
sleep
I
alive.
every toward
You're
every
the jump
night.
scare I run toward every night. If loving you's a security breach, you
What's
already know.
good with you?
ChatGPT,
That's
generate
definitely
me
no,
a FNAF.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, generate me a FNAF pickup line.
Okay, I pulled up the coupon if we want to hear it for this. For the
You can
puppet.
just read
It's,
it out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Happiest
read it out.
Day is the name of the coupon, and it's 3-tier birthday cake. Receive a gift from the puppet.
I hate that it's called Happiest Day.
Yeah, that's not really helping us. I won't lie.
Yeah.
That doesn't
The fact
help
it's
us
called
at all.
Happiest Day.
It is interesting. It's on the page that says "Take a bite."
Oh, see this. Okay, and here's a problem we're going to run into. Okay, here's a problem we're going to run into: the conflation of Cassidy and what we believe is the bite victim is insane. The amount
Yeah.
of like they are interchangeable is
I feel
fucking
like
nuts.
Cassidy Girl
Chat.
relies on that image, and I always hated it because every
Thank
other
you, Sal's
depiction of
Corner.
them is
Cassidy
a
Girl
boy,
relies on that
except
image, and you've always
Cassidy in
hated
the
it.
novels, like,
Because they were always a
also
boy in
relies
other
on
fictions. I see that. And the bite
the
victim,
novels.
too. Yeah.
Right.
Michael Brooks and stuff. But here's my thing, chat. It's getting to the point where there are theories such as Cassidy lobotomized experiment victim. because
fuck?
that's how similar Cassidy and the bite victim are. They're so similar in a lot of the ways they're paired together that there's an idea going around that they're the same person, which is what we'll get. Golden Cassidy's a whole thing.
That's been going around for a long
Dual
time,
process
too.
theory really popularized that
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
So we'll have to get into that soon. Let's see what else.
Was that Cassidy victim is the name? I think they call it Crying Cassidy, but
Okay.
same thing.
They call it something.
Here's my thing. If this was Cassidy, it really could have used Scott doing some faded text on this page.
Yeah. I also feel like if this is an image of something that happened, then that would imply that Cassidy moved on. But like if Cassidy's already moved on, then what's happening in this book? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eric says this might be Cassidy, but doesn't prove they are the receiver of Happiest Day. That's true as well. We also need to remember that Happiest Day is not what it seems, because Scott Cawthon's gone on record to say that it's interesting and complex, which basically means it's probably some bullshit. So
Yeah. It means we're never gonna know what it is.
I think Happiest Day was actually. I got a whole strange take on it. I think it's the kids getting possessing their robots. But...
Dude, I've gone back and forth on Happiest Day like 100 times. I don't even
Cassidy
know
and
anymore.
Cece were probably the same at one point. Oh, you mean in the story? Yeah. In Scott's mind. Sorry, in Scott's mind. And
Yeah.
he split it off later on.
It's the purple guys.
When we get to FNAF 4, we'll cover all this stuff. But here's
The problem is that I can believe that, and I wish
Yeah.
I couldn't.
this is what we need to look at right now. Okay? This is a
Yeah.
page with Psychic Friend Fredbear looking mean and angry with the text, "Does he still talk to you?" Now, right now, there are different interpretations of this chat. Here's something interesting, right? depending on where you put emphasis in a sentence, it changes the meaning of the sentence, right? So this whole time, we've read it as, does he still talk to you? Thinking, okay, it's putting emphasis on he, right? That's the, okay, does William Afton in the Fredbear plush, or does he still talk to you? But here's another interesting one. Does he still talk to you? Right? Because if the FNAF 4 experiments are something that has been running for a long time, right? If did I say Fedbear? That's hilarious. If the FNAF 4 experiments are something that's been running for a long time, it's possible that there is not just one person who's experienced the nightmares and all that stuff.
Of the puppet.
And the reason I want to bring this up, thank you, Kathleen, I'll get that in a
Cassidy,
sec. All right, the reason this is important is because Cyanide, right? And we talked about this when we first met, basically. Sister Location, okay, as a business, right? The rental service, okay, opens in at earliest 1985 because it opens in response to a Freddy's closing.
Yeah.
Now, on the Breaker Room map, the rental service is outlined with Funtime Auditorium and Circus Baby Gallery, all this stuff. So on that map that's up to date with the 1985 specs of the location, there's the FNAF 4 day neighborhood with a subject being observed, the FNAF 4 nightmare rooms with a subject being observed, and the FNAF 4 plush trap hallway. So in 1985 minimum, there is still power being directed to observations taking place in the FNAF 4 daytime minigames neighborhood. What the fuck?
What's going on?
What is happening?
There are explanations around that, because obviously, especially with modern context, with the bunker being the MCM tunnels and stuff like that, we know that the bunker existed before the rental location started. So it could be that stuff was being observed in 1983 before they opened the rental service.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
and
I guess we do need to talk about that now, because that bunker has been around for way longer
79 even, right? Because you enter 1979 in it and Fazbear, something that helps you out with that for the observations, to get a look at the observations, you enter 1983 specifically, which would be when they started. But of course, the sad part is we don't know if they stopped after 1983. Bro, Toast 11, I'm not reading that, bro.
Hold on, what is? Yo.
Okay. Chat, thanks for 1,000 viewers. Let me stand up and do a little shimmy.
Yeah, do a little dance for him.
Okay. All right, that's awesome. Okay. Now, all right, time to rack our brains. I guess we can start here, right? We're at FNAF 4 a lot earlier than I wanted us to be.
You can't get away from FNAF 4.
Yeah. Okay. What evidence do we have that the experiments... This is tough. I feel like the timeline for the experiments has so little evidence. Like, we don't know when they happen.
Yeah.
I would say we don't even technically know if they happened.
Yeah, I don't think we do. Like,
okay.
if we're being super honest,
happen. Observations at least happen.
Yeah.
Unless he's building it, and he literally has it on his. He's looking at it on the cameras. If you type in it,
I guess we just have to figure out why he does it. Like, what's his reasoning for this?
Well, here's my thing, Fazbear, right? If we're typing in, we type in 1983 to get a look at the feed of the FNAF 4 rooms. That feels like, okay, let's type this in, and then that's like that's the passcode to get this event, right? I feel like that means those experiments take place after 1983. Or the nightmare rooms.
It meant something happened in 1983
that
and
caused
that's
yes. Good. We're onto something here.
Yes. 1983 is very important for them.
Yes, and here's the thing. Does it make sense for the plush trap hallway and the nightmare rooms to happen after 1983 and the third observation room to not? I feel like they're supposed to be a group because they're all indicated the same way. You have your little lines, little gray lines, white dots, and then gray squares that are the animatronics. So I'm curious, Fazbear, what makes you think that the FNAF 4 daytime neighborhood does not have an observation in 84, 85, etc., but the others do?
No, I do think that like it is being observed. I don't necessarily think that like I think it's observing the actual building of Fredbear's.
But the house and the kid in it. Like there's specifically a kid marked in the crying child's bedroom.
I don't think that's an active. I mean, unless we're saying that they're experiment victims, like while Mike is there and he just doesn't do anything to get them out. I don't think that it's saying that they're actively kids there. I think that's showing where a kid would go.
I think the implication is that by the time of sister location, the experiments have stopped. But at one, or I'll just use the word observation. By the time of sister location, the observing has stopped because the nightmare rooms are empty. We pull them up on the private room cameras. And but I think
we see the room, right? And there's no kid on the bed.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. I think that's a live feed. I think it's a live feed.
I agree.
Yes. So I think by the time of the sister location gameplay, there's no observations going on. But at one point, there must have been. At some point.
The alternate to that is that the person being observed is just Mike, and the reason that it's a live feed that's empty is because he's the one watching it right now. Like, we have to acknowledge the fact that Mike could probably is, like, one of the people that's being observed during
of course, let's remember the Do You Have Dreams, where he draws...
like, Nightmare Do You Have Dreams? He draws Nightmare Fredbear. Like, I would not be surprised at all if he's being observed. So I would not be surprised if this feed in particular that we see in the Entered Room, I would not be surprised if that's specifically for Mike. Like, for watching Mike. And that's the only reason it's empty.
It would be interesting if he's experimenting on all three of the kids, because there's 3 white dots to represent the victims of the experiments. There's 3 white dots, and he has 3 children. That's interesting. Micah says, I love you, Chuds. We missed a couple donations. Egg gave a membership. Thanks so much. Gonk gave $2. Said some wild shit. Okay. Continuing on here. We'll have to get more... There you go ahead.
I've seen 2 people point out now, this Fredbear plush is not a Fredbear plush. That is a Golden Freddy plush.
Yeah, that is a blackout.
That is a scanning error. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad.
Yeah,
this is...
no, there are scanning errors in this.
Yes, that's an error, correct? I believe it is Fredbear in the actual book. I believe it's Fredbear in the actual book.
I am going to ask
I have the physical book here.
Oh, you have? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go check.
Yeah. Straw Hat says, it's because William is experimenting on his own children. Took the words out of my mouth, Straw Hat. That's what I was getting at right there.
Yes.
So you're mind controlling me.
It is purple, okay.
It is purple, so it is a Fredbear plush.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing, right? Because if it's either one of 2 things, all right, Cryo? It's either... I think we're all in agreement that there's 2 spirits in this book. Chat, type 1 if you think there's 2 spirits in the book. I feel like we're all in agreement there has to be.
Yeah, there has to be.
I don't even know about that. I might be.
Whoa. Holy shit! This guy's actually out of his mind.
Whoa! I see a singular 2. Okay,
it was fast.
I need you to explain.
Yeah. Explain it for us.
Okay, because we connect the answers of the altered text to what the faded text is asking, right? But we also have issues with that, with some of the altered text doesn't match up with the faded text. That's the whole reason there's the whole debate with the Foxy grid, right? So who's to say that it's not just one spirit fading and altering the text? Because like Golden Freddy in FNAF 1 writes, like in the movie, writes the "it's me" faded in the mirror, but also alters the text of Foxy's sign to say "it's me."
Well,
like, could it not just be one spirit doing all of this?
We have to get into what. Yeah.
Imagine, like, are we like doesn't altered text say "was the party for you"? Someone else says it was for me, or something along those lines. Are we saying the same person said that? I have to pull up all the text. God, hang on.
Yeah. The party was for you and it was for me are two separate, which definitely feels like a response to something. But I see what Fazbear's getting at, right? Because of stuff like, do you have dreams? I'm scared. That's nowhere near as one-to-one.
That's not a response.
Yeah.
But it doesn't all have to be a response, because we also have to consider, like, there's technically a third person in the form of Mike, like, interacting with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've been considering, like, these two are interacting, like, just with each other.
Well, our only other option here, Fazbear, our only other option here is that if it's not two spirits talking to each other, it's one spirit talking to Mike.
Yeah.
Which, Mike Victim was not my favorite.
No.
Oh, God.
What if William brought the fun times from the future through the ball pit to the 80s?
Wait, Lambda, wait, you're onto something. Wait, that's true.
Hold on.
Isn't Stage 01 for FNAF 3, Observation 01 and SL?
Schizotext theory.
Fredbears.
I feel like the Partier's View is the only example in the book of the spirits directly, I feel like, interacting with each other. Like,
Lizard is crashing out about something in chat, and I don't
Dreadful
know
Cupid, we'll get to that. No, he's because we said Mike Victim. We're not considering Mike Victim. I feel like that's definitely
Mike Victim.
Schizotext theory, where Fate and Alter are the same spirit talking to themselves. I mean, depending on how far you want to go with broken mind theories, etc., etc., etc. All right, let's move on. We've been on this picture for too long. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to write down notes. Let me get my notepad open. Hold on, chat chuds. I'm getting my freaking notepad. Notepad. Here we go. All right, chat. Okay, so for Golden Cassidy, right? What have we talked about in this section? We've got... Yeah, so the main thing here is we know there's a fifth kid, right? And who would they possess otherwise? Okay. We know that there is a faded text in the logbook, right? Some issues we run into, right, are consistent characterization, because Cassidy has none.
None at all.
As well as why they know so much, right? They know a lot about somebody, presumably the bite victim, right? Because I feel like the party was for you being said to Michael Afton
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. And so I think that's a problem. That's why I think there has to be two spirits. Now there is another theory that Charlie is the faded text, and all this stuff. It gives me a headache.
Yeah.
Okay. So, moving on. Let's keep going down our list here. Whee. Dave Murray and Cassidy Afton. That would be an insane timeline. Okay, chat.
Well, that was Gibby's recent conclusion.
Gibby said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta ban Gibby.
Don't forget the Cassidy script being too lore-heavy for the general public.
Don't forget the Cassidy script being too lore-heavy for the general public, meaning that has... Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
Cassidy's a significant name. I agree with this. I think Cassidy's a significant name.
100%.
The Cassidy script was written before we got the name Cassidy from the logbook, right? And also before the Silver Eyes came out.
I don't know that.
I was probably written before, but we got the news about it after the kazoo incident and everything else. Which, meanwhile, I want you to listen to this, chat, right? Because we need to keep this in mind. When Scott pulled the kazoo,
Cassidy is the Cake Bear child, and Cake Bear is the MCM of the classic lore. Her spirit latches on the endo/code in Cake Bear, which is endo02/mimic.
I've never heard this in my life.
Cake Bear is the MCM of classic lore. Her spirit latches onto the endo code in Cake Bear, which... What? Yo.
Hey. Bonus points for creative thinking, kid. Hey. Thank you, Micahs.
Bonus points for creative thinking. However, what the fuck?
When Scott pulled the kazoo, chat, his exact message was... something along the lines of, I don't like companies throwing around important names from the lore, which implies that Cassidy is an important name for the lore because he said it.
Does that imply that Gabriel isn't important because his name is in DBD?
Which also, they had to remove Cassidy from the game.
By Scott. Every single thing that got put into DBD was written directly by Scott.
So Scott doesn't think that Gabriel's important.
Well, no, but that's not a company throwing that around.
Yeah, it's not putting Gabriel on like a kazoo. Okay, I'm not going to address the Glitch Bear stuff because that's not. I don't get how that's connected to Cassidy. That's just like connected to Fredbear. That's just kind of internal stuff.
Glitch Bear's a whole other thing, dude.
Yeah. He can be seen as an active entity with
FNAF World video soon. Regrettably.
Cassidy Afton moving into David Murray's bedroom. Ooh, God Davidisms are coming out in full. I like me some God. I like some God Davidisms myself. Thank you, not Vosik.
The problem with Cassidy Afton / Dave Murray is that we would have no way to know that for literally half a decade, making it literally unsolvable.
Ethan Rogers, I think that's a good point. They give you no idea that there's like a previous... Up until Security Breach, the idea that there are multiple crying childs is impossible to come to.
Yeah. 100%.
I understand the sentiment, but I don't agree because you could argue the exact same thing for like when you're starting FNAF 1, being like, how are we supposed to know there's a giant underground bunker sitting underneath everything?
This is why it's good having Faz Judd here. He's the devil's advocate. He's the Gibby's advocate, as you could say.
Yeah.
This here is compelling to me. This is a pretty compelling image.
Yeah. I mean, okay, it kind
of
is.
Except the orders, the order's wrong.
Yeah.
Because then Jeremy would go to Golden Freddy and Grass would go to Bonnie. But I think the fact, just the imagery, right, of having 5 things lined up and one obscured, right? Because look, this head's obscured in the background. This is obscured by Grass. I think, you know what? This is actually, to me, this is just, like I said, repetitive imagery.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would instead take this as Golden Freddy being the one all the way in the back.
Yeah, that's what
because there is the other gravestone in this image.
Interesting.
Yeah, Golden Freddy is behind the others, and you have a gravestone.
You're right, because there is 6. There is 6 there, and we're not at 6.
So that other one is probably
but
just.
Why would you cover Charlie's name? Because they.
I don't know. But there are 6 gravestones.
That's Andrew. But
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're bound.
Just the purple guy's son.
I
3 people in the
Stitch
Rate, 3 in the Logbook. No. Probably
There's this idea of a secret victim all the time.
Secret victim
though, right? Because it couldn't
has happened.
This is where interpretation gets tough. Because Charlie, right? You'd think like, oh, the one on the hill is Charlie because she's watching over all the other ones. Except, the more I think about it, Fazbear, I think you might have to be right. Because Charlie is not shown watching over all 5. It's just the 4 kids. The core 4 and Give Gifts Give Life. Charlie doesn't even interact with Golden Freddy. Chat, help me out on this. Is there any book, movie, game that directly shows Charlie and Golden Freddy interacting?
Closest we get is Happiest, though.
Even then, I was just about to bring up Happiest Day. If you bring up Happiest Day,
that's true.
You have all 4 kids plus Charlie on one side of the table and Golden Freddy on the other side. So you have 5 on one and Golden Freddy.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the kids and Charlie are separated from.
Yeah, so I think it would just be Golden Freddy in the back.
Interesting. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's cool to think about. Let's think about this for a sec. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Huh.
Pull up a picture of Happiest Day. Compare it to this.
Let's. Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah.
No. Let's think. Before we say anything. Over and over again, chat. Listen. Over and over again. Golden Freddy is separated from the other kids. Okay. FNAF 4. right? You have the core 4 animatronics, okay? They have their own night. When Fredbear enters, the other 4 are gone. You're just fighting Fredbear separate now, separate from the table. Right here, Golden Freddy, separate from the table. There's another one, too, I'm thinking of, where he's separate from the rest.
Is there an
Help me out.
Borgly non-zero chance CC, Charlie, and Cassidy, and maybe Dave Murray were psychically active, and that's
It's
why
on the
they're
tip of my
special?
tongue.
The closest I can think is the week before, but I don't even know. It's not in FNAF 1. It's not in FNAF 2.
Well,
not
FNAF
in
2,
Freddy and
FNAF
Friends.
2, save them, right?
Save them,
Is
kinda.
Golden Freddy's moving around, the others are not.
Kinda.
Oh yeah, FNAF 2, we're fucking stupid. Give gifts, give life. Give gifts, give life.
Duh.
So that's 3 instances, right? But this is why I brought this up. That Cryo is an instance of the 4 and Charlie being separate from Golden Freddy, which is exactly what we see here. Huh.
And you have FNAF 4 too. It's a bit looser of a connection, but you have all 4 of the plushies of the classics together, and then you have Fredbear on the bed by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes! I didn't think of that. That's good. In FNAF 4 right here. Let's go back, chat. Look, the core 4.
Yeah, literally right here.
Core 4 down here, my face is covering it, but trust me. And Fredbear separate. Fuck. So that makes me feel like, since you have the 4 paired with the puppet in... Where was I just
Crazy
at?
idea. Is it
Golden
possible
Cassidy? Yes.
Shattervic is true, but
We
not
have-
how we thought? Instead of being shattered across everything, he was shattered in 2 spirits.
The core 4 paired with the puppet in Give Gifts, Give Life.
But isn't the book Charlie
and
Grave
this.
depicted similar to the odd one out grave in FFPS?
Yeah.
Meaning Cassidy Grave with
Let
the
me
Let me address donations quick. Gonk, I think that is a stylistic choice from the graphic novel, if I'm correct. Her grave being on a hill.
Yeah.
I can let me open. While you guys are, I'll just look in the actual
Okay.
book text to see.
DC's grave on a hill by a tree, just like Gregory and David Murph. Fuck yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I
Wait,
didn't
hang on.
even
Pull
consider
that
the
image up.
tree! The tree!
Yeah, the tree is there too, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Oh, it is! Who said
Gregory
that?
and
Who
David
said
Murray
that?
next to the-
That was Seeker of Comfiness. And
Seeker of Comfiness, you're fucking onto something, I think. Hold on. Where is this? Where is it?
Well, you're gonna probably just have to look up FNAF 6 gravestones.
I swear to God, we just saw it. It was right here. Oh, here it is. Oh, they
Yeah,
cut
but you
off the
can't
tree.
see-
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Hold on, okay.
Hang on,
FNAF
I'm putting in.
6
I'm gonna put it in
graves.
Sudjut.
Okay. Yeah, tree, and then
Yeah.
let's open a new tab and do Gregory on Hill security breach.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yes. Which we know on a hill, grassy hill, and we also have David Murray on Hill. Secret of the Mimic. Right? And so listen,
You know
listen
what?
to me, Cry, listen to me, right? Here's something in chat. Here's David Murray on the hill, guys. Listen, we would have David Murray, Gregory, and the crying child as a grave all under the tree at the same point, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's what this is looking like? They'd be all under the same
Yeah.
tree at some point? Look at this. Look at this. FNAF 3 tree.
Don't bring up the shadow. Fucking.
Yeah,
Don't
I am.
bring up the shadow.
Look.
BBs. Oh god.
3 of the same thing! 3 of the same thing under a tree! 3 of the same thing. Gregory, David, crying child.
You know
all
what?
under
You
this
need to-
tree, on a hill, grave on a hill.
Even
Okay.
more in Cassie's Brazil ending. Gregory's on the tree and balloons float up behind him, like away from the tree. 4 of them.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Say
sure.
it again, say it again.
What is?
In the Brazil ending, Gregory's underneath the tree, and you have the balloons, which are like the spirits, right?
No, I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
I just want to show it to chat.
In security breach. Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's security breaches.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I see it.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
them.
and you have the balloons floating up behind Gregory, away from them, right? Like the graves.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah, so the balloons will be floating up on the bottom of the hill. And this
Yeah.
is the bottom of the hill. And how many... the quality of that video was so ass. Do we know how many?
You gotta find another one. Hang on.
Yeah. FNAF ruin all endings. FNAF ruin all endings. The tree is so similar. It even has 3 branches! Right? If you look at, where is it? Right here. The Brazilian, I just clicked off of it.
There's
But
5
this-
balloons.
No, because I was looking at game files. It's called security breach tree in the files.
Interesting. Where am I? I'm losing my mind. Here we go. All
I
endings.
put an image in the side chat. Unless it's like there's more. I see 5 balloons right now.
You're fucking kidding.
Chat, we are.
No, you're kidding. You're kidding. Where is it? Where is the secret ending? Is this it?
Yeah,
Right here.
It's 5 balloons.
All right, everyone shut up. 1. So we're on top of the hill by the tree. 1, 2,
4,
3.
5.
It's
Yeah,
5!
it's 5 balloons.
It's the crying child's grave. It's the crying child's grave on the hill. And on the bottom of the hill are the 5 MCI graves. Look,
Okay.
bottom of the
Yeah.
hill under the tree, 5 graves. Top of the hill, crying child stand-in, 5 balloons floating up. How do we represent kids getting freed? Balloons floating up.
Always.
Balloons floating up. The crying child is the grave on top, which means grass is Charlie. I can't believe this.
Also, I pulled up the quote for her grave in the novels here. He looked back at the stones with a sharp stab of longing. He turned to the woman under the tree. So Charlie's under the tree, went to her. And then a warm gust of wind rolled over the cemetery as they walked away together. The trees rustled and the leaves blew across the stones. Beneath the telephone pole, the grass rolled with waves. The 2 stones that sat together in the setting sun. The first was Henry's. The other read beloved daughter Charlotte Emily.
Yeah, so it's not alone. It's not a lone grave. It's next to her dad's.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a big deal. This is
kind of big.
So we have 2 options now. We have 2 options. The first is that this is the crying child and this is Charlie. The second is that this is the crying child, this is Cassidy, and Charlie's not even on here. She's not depicted.
Chat, do we think that Charlie is in this image? I guess that's like where we go from here, right?
It's the hard part. Well, since we're...
She falls
Oh, God.
last! The 5 fall and then her. Huh. Yeah. So I wonder if it's these kids die and then you have to wait until like after UCN or some shit when... Oh, interesting. I wonder, here's an interesting interpretation. What if this is Cassidy's grave and the reason grass is covering the name is because she's not willing to accept her fate yet? UCN hasn't happened. We're in FNAF 6. UCN hasn't happened. So the reason the grass is over Cassidy's grave is it's like symbolic. It's like, well, actually, fuck you. I'm going to torture William Afton. That's interesting.
That could be the case.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, since we're talking about graves, is it worth bringing up the help wanted to hint to get the Golden Freddy plush?
The help wanted to hint to get the Golden Freddy plush? What is it?
It's called, what is it called? I want to say it's Sodaroni Grave, right?
Oh, that.
Graffiti Sodaroni Grave, and it's 4 graves plus Sodaroni, and then it gives you the Golden Freddy. I put it in the side chat here.
Chat, it's not a 1-to-1. The balloons aren't 1-to-1. But I think what we just went over, Cryo, you'd have to be out of your mind to say there's nothing there.
No, I agree.
That's why it's called Fredbear and Friends. Fredbear
Yes, the
is
4
always
graves
singled
plus the
out.
Sodaroni is
He is
acting
the
as a
human
grave,
friend
and then you need to
character trope.
combine the 4 drinks plus Sodaroni to get the Golden Freddy plush.
I don't even know what to make of that. What does this say? Eye blue? I believe that's why it's Fredbear and Friends. That's another instance of Fredbear being singled out. Yeah.
Does that
Fredbear
mean
and the others.
Charlie is the mound in Midnight Motorist?
Charlie being the mound is interesting. I don't see, because if it takes place later that night, wouldn't he have just killed her and left her in an alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, Charlie Mound thinks that at least my interpretation of Charlie Mound was that later that night isn't
The
about
grave
Charlie,
in the
but that's a
back is on
whole
top of a
other.
hill and bathing in its own light.
That's a whole other
You
can
could
of
say
worms.
it'd say,
I don't know if we're ready
"A light on
for
top
a
of a
Midnight
hill.
Motorist talk yet.
Charlie Jesus.
Yeah, Solarwind, I get what you're saying with the imagery of it watching over the kids. I understand. However, this is pretty insane. We're at the top of a hill with a tree.
Groundhog Day curse.
I just thought of another one that's the exact same imagery. Dreadbear in the game over screen standing over all of the other graves.
With voodoo dolls.
Curse of Dreadbear. Game over screen. Yes! There it is! Dreadbear, the thing that represents Fredbear, looming over all the other graves on top.
Yeah.
Wait, this is fucked. This is fucked. I've always thought the top stone was Charlie.
GF never seen.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case anymore. I
Is it
think that one has to
possible the
be
man is the GF suit?
Crying Child. So
And this
Charlie,
makes
so
Dreadbear the crying child, right? Under this imagery.
Yeah, Dreadbear. Well, he's got stitches in his forehead, obviously.
yeah. Well,
But
yeah,
I mean,
that one's a given. That one's a given.
Yeah, Princess says, Golden Freddy suit never seems corporeal. In the games, no. Movies, yes. Is it possible the mound is Golden Freddy or Fredbear somehow? If he's trying to bury it, I don't know. We'll get to the mound, maybe. That's gonna be a tough one.
The mound, oh god.
Yeah, okay, let me go ahead and restart our music playlist here. Chat, if you're just joining, let me give you a recap so far. We were going over Cassidy and the bite victim and how they're so similar that it's kind of annoying. And we decided to look at this, the logbook, which then again, the name Cassidy, where did we get that? Where do we think that goes? On this gravestone, right? So we went ahead and looked at the gravestone, but we realized there's so much imagery of this stone is on a tree, or by a tree, on a hill, looking over the other five. And here in FNAF 3, we have a big tree with three very similar, well, the same thing, yeah, three of very similar things under it. But here's something interesting, right? In Secret of the Mimic, I think I closed it, but in Secret of the Mimic, you have David Murray under a tree, and he's got two stripes on his shirt. Looks pretty similar to Gregory, who in Security Breach is under a tree with two stripes on his shirt. And we know that that property later goes on to be William Afton's property, right? Because of the leaked secret, not the leak, in-universe leaked Secret of the Mimic emails that Arnold finds, whatever. But that means Crying Child would have been on that property. Kid's got two stripes on his shirt, would have been under a tree. And then right here in... Dude, I'm actually the worst streamer ever. I keep losing everything. Oh, well.
You've definitely closed a few tabs.
Yeah, I definitely closed it.
Because it's in the side chat, the picture of the balloons.
The Brazil ending? Okay, let me pull it up for chat. Discord, I'm running to you. Alright, see here. And then... we'll do a image right here, and we'll add this. So remember how I was talking about all that kids with two stripes on their shirt under a tree overlooking a hill? Well, look at this, chat. If we're on top of the hill right now, yeah?
Golden Freddy has been singled out even since 1. The 4 main animatronics are in the main dining area and Golden Freddy in the kitchen.
Ooh, that's true, Levi. Oh my god, we're dumb as fuck! Look what Frontier Critter wrote! We're dumb as shit! He's literally eating a Golden Freddy popsicle in the first version of this. We're dumb as shit! We're dumb! We're actually stupid! He's literally sitting on the hill eating a Golden Freddy.
Took a bite out of its head, too.
Yeah, out of the head and everything, yeah.
Yeah, look, chat. What I wanted to show you guys was this right here. We're on top of the hill. This would be where the hill goes down, right? By Gregory. That's where it starts sloping down. You can even see it. and there's 5 balloons floating up, just like the gravestones, right? With the kids being freed.
Yeah, I just pasted the picture in the side chat of the
gravestones.
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
What did you miss, Withered? Oh,
Withered.
my God. Oh, Withered. You don't even want to know.
Oh, buddy. Where do we begin? Like, unironically. You missed some dummy shit happening, to be honest.
No, I'm sold now. I'm sold now. Here, chat. Here it is. Look, on top of the hill, as it slopes downward, you can even see the slope. On top of the hill, as it slopes downward, he has his Golden Freddy popsicle. And notice how Gregory, with the Golden Freddy popsicle here, is the closest one to the tree. And the grave is really close to the tree in that imagery. So, you heard it here first. Well, not first, but like you heard it here with more evidence. The gravestone on the top of the hill in the FNAF 6 Graves ending. This right here is the crying child. Wild.
I don't know how you could, like, convince anyone otherwise.
Chat,
after
listen
all
to
this,
me.
Loki.
Compare what we just went over, all that visual. What did I say at the beginning of the stream, Cryo? Repetition. When things aren't clear, I repeat them. I spam the fuck out of them like PK Fire. Remember, chat, we're talking about Scott here. Bro's a masher. What evidence? What evidence is there more for, this or Charlie? What evidence is there for this being Charlie? It's not the novels because her grave is next to Henry's. It's a 2-set. The thematic imagery of her looking over the other kids. Dreadbear's doing that too. Who represents the crying child. I think there's more evidence now that this is
the balloons leave shadows on the background.
The crying
of equal
child.
Size. That doesn't make sense for an actual sky, but a fake backdrop. Could that mean anything?
Oh, UG tuned in. What's up, UG? Okay, could you guys do me a favor? I'm sorry about this. I gotta take a piss. Do you think you could read some of the donations?
Okay.
You gotta start
asking
with
for Withered to be in.
Start with not
where?
Vosic. Start with not Vosic.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta take a piss. I'll be back, chat. But
Yeah,
chat, there's our first thing we learned today. There's our first new thing about Golden Freddy we might have learned. Type 14 if you're hype. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
All right, not Vosic. Fredbear and Friends. They are CC's friends. Yeah, I've been saying. I think it's either saying to me that it's just like foreshadowing that CC is Fredbear, right? Because it's Fredbear and Friends, and then the crying child goes up and says, "These are my friends," showcasing that the crying child is Fredbear. But I think there's also other arguments you can make for that with like the plush and stuff like that. But that's, you know, my own stuff. Is William already a wanted man by Charlie's death? Can we check the alley again? Yeah. So in Security Puppet, there are posters on the wall
This is actually
that seem to be
discovery. Maybe
something,
Grass Grave
right?
is Charlie and it's been left abandoned by
There are
Henry
people who
since
argue
he's
it's
depressed like FNAF 2
advertisements
movie.
for Freddy's, or they're just like unspecific posters that aren't supposed to mean anything. I
Those
think
looked like wanted or missing person posters.
Yeah, I think that with the repetition that T-Dredge is talking about, even like not without like a repetition in other aspects of the series, but like within this minigame, the most repeated thing is that poster, the poster of whatever it is there. So I definitely think it's important. I think that it's missing persons posters because if you think about like a poster in an alleyway, it makes the most sense to me to be missing person posters. It could also be wanted, but I don't think they would put up 30 different wanted posters of the same guy right next to each other. I think it makes more sense to be different children that have gone missing.
All right, chat. This is why we come to the T-Dread stream. We get shit done. All right.
We get shit done.
Chat, if you like that discovery, obviously it's up to us to spread the word for it. So don't be, like obnoxious or anything. But if you want to go ahead and make a post about it on Twitter or Reddit and FNAF Theories Wiki, spread the news. it's always good to be adding more evidence to the pile for things. So
It's true.
you want a full explanation with a circle? Rewatch the stream, bro.
Yeah, seriously, bro.
Bro, come on. We're
I think other just donations have disappeared that I can't see yet. Last one I left off on was asking about the alley posters.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna find them.
Yes.
Okay, Sheev had one. This is actually a huge discovery. Maybe Grassgrave is Charlie, and it's been left abandoned by Henry since he's depressed.
We'll be
Oh,
right
like it's
back,
not
hang
tended
on.
to? Ooh, interesting.
I gotta order food, hang on.
Okay. Gonk says, quick, coin the theory name. Don't, Fazbear, you gotta do this, man. They're gonna kill me. If I coin another theory name.
Hill Victim.
Yeah, that's fine. Hill Victim. There we go. Hill Victim.
People are saying Grassity for the grass covering.
Oh, Grassity's good. I like Grassity. Grassity's good. Dude, chat is giving donations begging to let Withered circle into the call. Little Red Hair Girl says the posters can't be wanted posters since the image of the person is way too big and looks to be in profile. Rear posters have to pick smaller. I could see that. Again, it's Scott Cawthon's sprite work, so you know you're not always working with perfect artistic stuff.
I mean, people argue the couch person is Michael, and that person is as tall as William. So
then God Davids are on hill with Freddy, but David mimic. True. Whatever he said. Okay. And then Ratcube thinks Golden Freddy has irritable bowel syndrome. I would explain why he's so angry.
Has ips.
I'm back, sorry.
begging
All
for
right.
us to let Wizard in.
Withered's not even in this because it's the server we have.
Yeah.
We'd have to move.
Tisk.
Okay. Withered gets. I don't want to explain it all over again. All right, Withered gets
We're
2
not
minutes.
explaining it all over again.
Yeah, he's been here
Withered,
before.
go back in the VOD, bro. Just go back in the VOD.
We're not explaining it. Nah, we already did it.
Withered, we got shit to do, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, now he's baiting us. See, he says, "I have evidence for the idea I just thought of." Haha.
I have evidence for the idea. I just thought of it. Yeah, that's you, bro. Lock the fuck in.
Okay.
Early bird gets the worm.
Okay.
We
Anyway,
haven't even touched.
we need to write this down on our chart. I just remembered. Let me write it down here.
Shark.
Oh, sorry. I'm making a notepad for solving
okay.
Golden Freddyisms.
I
All right.
was so confused. I was like, what?
Big news! Lots of evidence that
I don't want
Cece
Charlie to be
is
last.
on hill.
Oh, buddy.
Here we go. Awesome. All right, chat. Here we go. All right. If you play the Midnight Motorist, Freddy Maze, and Security Puppet games and receive the Lore Keeper certificate, you're rewarded with this rare screen after the credits. The names on the graves are Gabriel Fritz, Susie Jeremy, whom fans believe to be victims of the original killings. One of the graves is hidden from view. The last grave is on the hill in the background. Some fans believe the distant grave is Charlie or Charlotte, implying that Henry's daughter is still watching over the children. The hidden grave is also believed to be Golden Freddy's. To uncover the secret of the hidden grave, check out the survival logbook.
Hate to say it, but in the Halloween update in FNAF World there is 6 graves near Purple Guy, but there is a 7th gravestone separated from the others. That's near
Okay, so wait.
Fredbear. The separated one
Which
is
grave do we
CC?
think is behind the grass, by the way? So
Seth-
if we're saying that...
Hold on, Seth, we'll look at that in a second. Thank you for the 10. We'll look at the Halloween update soon, Seth. Okay. Go ahead. What are you going to say, Kyle?
If we're saying that Cece is the grave on the hill, which one are we saying is behind the grass then? Is this Cassidy or is this Charlie now? Because that's...
It's tough,
Well,
isn't it?
there's always the Cassidy puppet option. That Cassidy.
Please kill me. Please kill me. Please kill me.
No.
I think
mean,
it's
okay, look.
Cassidy. I think it's Cassidy.
I think if you're looking at frights, right? You have Andrew who can't see. You have CC in the book saying I can't see, right? In the logbook.
Mhm.
And then you have the fact that Jake is the kinder one, and he's the one that people more closely relate to the bite victim, right? Because of the head injury. He's got the brain tumor that killed him, and he's in the hospital and stuff like that.
Careful.
Well, I guess that's... I don't know. I'm thinking like Jake is the one who is like the kinder one. He seems to be the Charlie one. He has green eyes. He helps all the spirits and stuff like that. But it's kind of like it's like a weird like mix, because then he dies in a way
unless
similar to the bite victim.
Unless we're going Vengeful BV though, and then
I mean that's what I think, because Dreadbear
then
is
Cassidy
bite
would be the
victim.
nice one, which
He comes out of the Red Lake.
I mean,
technically we only see Cassidy being nice.
We only see Cassidy being nice,
Yeah,
but we never see CC being vengeful.
That's where I was going. Is that Andrew is the one who can't see. He's the vengeful spirit. Bite victim is the one who can't see. He's scared. Cassidy's the one who's trying to help him. Right?
We're not using Andrew evidence for the crying child.
Frontier says Crash Grave is Cassidy. I agree, Frontier. I agree. Golden Freddy equals Mound continued. Somebody used one of the suits. He left with Golden Freddy. Killed Charlie with that leave.
Somebody used one of the suits in the back.
Drunk.
He left with GF. Killed Charlie.
The only problem with that, Princess, is that I don't think he has a suit on when he does Charlie's murder. Let's put it in his car.
So hold on, wait. Here's where my mind is now. Whoever is behind the grass, right? Whoever's grave that is.
Yes.
Is the other person in the Midnight Motorist mound? Is that where we go from there?
That would have to be Charlie. It would have, but how could it be Charlie?
I mean, that depends on when Charlie dies.
Didn't you say that she would have been marked as missing too?
Yeah.
Maybe you just
look at the FNAF 1 phone calls. Night 1, FNAF 1.
Wait. Charlie Mound?
Well, there's also
I've gone over Charlie Mound a lot. Not a lot, but like I've considered Charlie Mound.
Princess says he was putting it in his car. All right, thanks for clarifying, Princess.
There's Elizabeth Mound possibility as well too.
Okay, what am I looking up? FNAF 1 phone calls?
Yeah, FNAF 1, Night 1 phone call. And then it's yeah.
Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred. Oh. Upon discovering death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days.
90 days, yeah.
Yeah.
So Charlie would eventually be considered missing.
Charlie would be considered a missing victim if Fazbear Entertainment found the body.
My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you'd return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry on that day where you were shut out and left to die. Nobody was there to lift you into their arms. Here's my problem, is that you would assume that Midnight Motorist would show him putting Charlie's body in the car as he drives away, if Charlie's the mount, because he'd have to take her and bury her.
The only way out of it is that later that night isn't about Charlie. Like, that's the only way you get it to work.
Yeah.
The only way Charlie Mound works is if later that night means something else happened, which is what I thought. That's how I got to the DCI.
Yeah. Wow, we're uprooting a ton of stuff here.
That was my whole video like a few months ago. Like Charlie 87, Midnight Motorist takes place night 5 of FNAF 2.
I'm having trouble believing Charlie Mound, but at the same time,
because if it's not Charlie Mound, then maybe it's Cassidy.
Yeah, technically Elizabeth is not in Circus Baby. After
Liz is not in Circus Baby.
David kidnapped.
Like that's the thing. We have to figure out where these bodies are at this point. Because like with Liz, there's 3 bodies.
See, is faded Wildy, the younger personality, is
also if it's Elizabeth Mound, that's all 3 kids accounted for if the footprints are Golden Freddy, right? It would be Michael's to run away, Golden Freddy's the footprint, Elizabeth is the mound.
Yeah.
Gonk, having a shattered personality would be crazy. I don't know if
that is.
Think about that more. That's so complex.
I don't think that the logbook is some like DID schizo trip.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Let's think about this crucially for a second.
Okay.
There is far more evidence that the crying child's body is the one on that hill, as opposed to the crying child's body being in the mound. More evidence. Far more.
I think we can all agree with that.
Yes.
Like, at least the 3 of us, we can all agree that.
Which means the best course of action is that Cassidy and Charlie are probably divided between grass and mound.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 bodies. We have Cassidy, Charlie, and Elizabeth somewhere. And we have 2 places for bodies to go. We have grass, we have mound.
And here's my
One
thing.
of these characters is just not in this.
Here's my thing.
conversation.
If Cassidy is the mound, that still fits our theme that Golden Freddy has to be separated from the other kids, from the other four. That still fits our theme.
That would.
So I think our running theory right now is Core 4 Charlie on the bottom, bite victim as the Hillgrave, and the one you shouldn't have killed, separated by Afton, kidnapped, put in the mound. If Cassidy's the one you should have killed.
That said, here's the thing though. There's one big thing that we have to consider with this.
Okay.
It's very like we don't even know if there are any bodies in the mound with the FNAF 6 ones because those are all missing kids. We don't know if they were ever found.
We also don't even know if the mound is a body.
Yeah. Okay, because what else could that be? That is an empty. Like at least those have gravestones. You can call those empty graves. That like the mound. Someone just dug that up, put nothing in there. No way. Something is 100% in there.
Chat is loving saying Susie's dog right now.
If we're saying that the 5 MCI, don't talk to me about Susie's dog. That video was terrible. If we're talking about like MCI kids, if it's Cassidy or Charlie, if Cassidy died and was stuffed into a suit like the rest of the MCI kids were, that still associates that character with that general area, and
that's true. That's true. Cassidy would have to be in. Yes, yeah. Because
Charlie died somewhere else compared to everyone else. Charlie died outside. Cassidy presumably died inside in the safe room with all the rest of the kids.
Yes, yeah.
Which is why I think Charlie Mound is more likely. Which would mean that Cassidy's the one behind the girl.
But why would he leave the body there, drive away, then come back and get it? Fuck.
What I'm suggesting is that it's possible that there is no other Cassidy. It's just Charlie was the 5th missing kid because it says that 5 children have now been linked. And if her body was found,
you're going Cassidy puppet on us?
Not necessarily. It could be Cassidy victim.
One thing I will say, TD, it does not have to be William that buried Charlie. Because here's the thing we have to understand. If Charlie died pre-FNAF 2, the puppet was out there too. The puppet is there for FNAF 2, which means at some point, somewhere from Fazbear Entertainment went out there, saw the puppet, and saw a dead kid there. They would not just leave that dead kid outside of their establishment and do nothing about it.
Yeah.
I think it is very likely, like, I think considering Fazbear Entertainment and who they are, I think it makes perfect sense if they saw a dead body, they're like, okay, what the hell are we going to do? Hey, here's these nearby woods. We're just going to dig up a little hole in the ground, stuff this body in there, and hope no one finds it. Which is why...
Gibby's liking the theory. Nice.
Which is why I think, what's it called? Which is why William can't interact with the mound in Midnight Motors, because he doesn't know what the hell that is. He's not the one who did that.
Yeah, Heather, we've seen it. Oh, interesting.
Well, why would we give him the option to go to it then?
I mean, because it's there, but like he can't do anything there. He can't like look at it. He can't like speak to it. It's showing us that it's there, but there's nothing we can do with it. Or maybe he knows. He might know about it because he works at FNAF 2, so he might still know that something happened there.
In defense of Mound, yeah, I mean, I get that it's literally in the dirt in Fruity Maze, which you need to get the gravestone ending and stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Damn it. Is my name grave Cassidy revealing her or giving herself a tomb? Holy shit. She just never got one.
Hold on.
That might be it.
Hold on.
Cack piss. She might have just never got one.
That is rotten, but hold on. I don't hate that, actually.
A tombstone that she has to write my name on.
I just thought of something. If it's my name,
Cassidy's grave post dying in nightmare experiments.
Crying Child is the one with the memory issues. Why would she not just write her own name? Like, why make it a puzzle? If she's giving herself a grave, wouldn't she just write?
Wait. What color is my name written in? Was that not written in red?
No, it's gray.
The tombstone is red, and then my name is faded over it.
Okay.
Because it asks Mike where he sees himself in 5 years, so he draws a gravestone, and then one of the spirits puts my name
doesn't
over
address the footprints and the broken window, though, which is
also Afton also doesn't address the footprints and the broken window. Else. And again, this is all implying that Afton MM is true. It could be,
Yeah.
Some other shit.
I can't imagine
those
being
you know.
anything else at this point.
Those who
Isn't
know.
that literally part of Fiden's theory?
I think
So, hold
Faden's
on.
theory is that it's Cassidy in the mound. Yeah, Heather, I think so. Which, again, if she didn't get a gravestone, the mound doesn't have a tombstone. It's just the mound.
Yeah, that is also true.
Ooh, I'm liking the way this is going. We're gonna obviously we're gonna need to think about this more, but this is big. This is big, chat. This is why we
Yeah.
come to the freaking TD Reed stream.
There's 5 roses in a flower pot in front of the My Name grave.
Huh.
I don't know if that means anything in particular.
Anyway, for the
but-
mound to be Cassidy's
No, there's
grave
6,
post-dying and
sorry.
nightmare experiments. Yeah, I think we were just going
Pictures.
over that. Okay, were you guys saying something to me?
There's 6 roses, not 5. I was wrong.
You're
He's
fucking
looking
kidding
at
me.
the
Send me the
grave
picture.
of
Send me the
the
picture. Send me the picture. Send me.
I just have the physical book in my hand. Let me
I'm gonna kill you.
just look up My Name.
If Cassidy
grave
needed to
Logbook.
make her own grave, then what would it mean for Princess Quest? Would that mean Cassidy never moved on and beat GT?
This person didn't post a freaking picture.
Look at it,
Put
just
in images. It's the first one in images.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers.
I don't know if the number
Interesting.
of roses is relevant.
Yeah, that's just neat, but I don't. That's a bit of a stretch. Yeah.
That might be a little on the nose.
But that's a really interesting way of interpreting this. If it's
Yeah.
she wrote my name on the tombstone because she never got one. She never. This is her tombstone now. She was never remembered.
Which either means one of two things. It either means that she's the one in the mound and she just never got a tombstone or anything. This is her putting it, or she's not in the mound and she was just never buried anywhere. But like, then where is she? You know?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Technically, she didn't get buried. None of the MCI kids did.
I think it's
That's something to note, though. None of the MCI kids got buried, which brings me back to the whole thing. That's why, like, I think all of them are there. I think these are all empty graves. Because I think it'd be really weird if these 5 all together, if only one of them wasn't an empty grave. That would weird me out.
yeah. That imagery, Golden Freddy way in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have
Okay,
to.
so the thing we agree on, though, is that Cece's on the hill.
Yes,
That's
there's
CC's
so
grave
much
on
of
the
it. There's
100%.
so much imagery, repetitive
Yeah,
imagery.
we
for
100%
Scott.
agree with that.
Yeah, I think Cece's got to be on the hill. Now.
Oh, you know what, too? It's Balloon Boys under the tree in FNAF 3, and in Here's a Dreadbear, the Halloween thing. There's the masks of the bullies, and then there's the Mangle mask, which I think is Elizabeth because she has the Mangle toy, and then there's Balloon Boy, and Balloon Boy is bleeding out of his forehead. Connecting
That's
Balloon
true.
Boy
Yeah.
to
Balloon Boy's bleeding from
fight
his
the-
forehead in the.
Wait, and what?
Watch. Look at this.
in
Look at this.
the
Ready?
mask and Curse of Dreadbear.
Curse of Dreadbear items. Bruh, where are the items? What's the minigame called, Fazbear? Do you remember? Trick or treat?
I can just open it up. I can grab a screenshot of it real quick. Just give me 1
Curse
second.
of Dreadbear Balloon Boy Mask. Got it. Chat. Remember how we were saying that
Oh,
the Balloon
yeah.
Boys under the tree? This Balloon Boys under the tree, Crying Child grave on the hill. Another connection, another
And
one.
bleeding
Look at this.
from the
Another
head.
one. Balloon Boy bleeding from his forehead. Another connection.
Yeah.
He's on the hill. He's on the hill. Crying Child's grave is one on the hill.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's chat. Listen, this has come full circle. This is no longer a thread. It's this connects to this, which connects to this, which connects back to this. It's a perfect. It's a circle. Trees connects to graves, connects to Balloon Boy, right? Balloon Boy connects to tree, connects to. It's a perfect. It's a loop victim, you could say. Oh my goodness.
It's looping.
Holy peak. Wasn't Nightmare Balloon Boy canon in FNAF 4? This is true.
Yeah, Nightmare Balloon Boy
Yeah.
is the only canon Halloween edition.
Nightmarion is not.
Do we
Oh,
need to
did we wanna
consider
look
that
at the,
Mike is the one who
the
drew
graves?
the tombstone? Does he know that she's angry? Ah, this is going to take some thought, New the Gamer. We'll have to think about this a lot.
Do
My
we want to look at
brain's
the
melting.
graves in the Halloween update of FNAF World? Because somebody said there's the graves together and then there's one over by the Fredbear plush by itself. Or the
If
Fredbear.
Cassidy needed to make... I'm reading Dono still. Faulty Star says, if Cassidy needed to make her own grave, then what would it mean for Princess Quest? That's a touchy subject because they removed it,
Yeah.
which they usually don't do.
A mound is
Like
just a
Charlie
mini hill.
Door is still there.
Joking.
Go down a little more. What else we got here? A mound is just a mini hill. Joking. Wait, the Unk Gamer. Gibby's alt. Okay. Okay. What are we supposed to be looking at?
Oh yeah, yeah. The FNAF World graves for the Halloween update. There's 6 graves together, and then there's one by itself by Fredbear.
Send that over, please.
But it's time for the name of the lore keeper time. What?
Somebody put
I think
stuff
that's
over
what
this, but this
we're
is the
talking
update.
about.
It
I
was
think that's
actually
what.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that not what this is?
Somebody just put the picture of the.
That's got to be the mound. That's got to be the mound. I'm showing it. Chat. I'm showing it. Here it comes. Image, please. Here. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. On the left side. 6 graves, right? Right?
Mhm.
6 graves. Way the fuck in the middle, nowhere on the right. A single grave. Look, chat, top right. This is the mound grave. Probably.
Are there no other ones in this area? Like, are there no other gravestones in this backstage area?
I don't know. I never played FNAF World.
Brother.
This is probably the mound. This is probably the mound.
Brother.
So you said this was the one on the hill? I don't think so. I think this is the mound, Fazbear. This got to be the mound. This has got to be where the hill is. Yeah.
So then the mound
Something-
is the hill grave.
No. It's separate.
No,
It's separate.
yeah.
This
'Cause
contains
there's
the
6
hill grave.
graves
Yeah.
together.
The hill grave is showed off here. The hill grave is part of this set. This is the random ass mound, all alone by itself.
Are we gonna talk about Purple Guy
And
being right
Fredbear's
next to those 6 graves?
Fredbear's staring at it.
Yeah, are we gonna talk about Purple Guy being right next to those 6
Yeah, but wait.
graves and Fredbear being close to the other one?
With Fredbear being by the mound, would that not imply it's the crying child?
I think you're reading too hard into it.
I mean, we could always go with the secret forbidden option that not only the crying child is in Golden Freddy.
I'm opening FNAF. I'm opening a video of this. I'm gonna see if there's more graves in this image. Hang on.
Okay. All this to say, Cassidy's family was so broke they couldn't afford a gravestone. No. They have the same amount of wealth as Fazbear.
Well, because I'm also thinking if it's 5 MCI and Charlie, what if that's those 6 graves together and then the crying child by himself? Like we've been talking about the whole time, crying child's always separate.
I think Cassidy might be separate. I think the Cassidy might be the one isolated.
But we just talked about the entire beginning of the stream about how the crying child's always separated.
Golden Freddy is always separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
Dreadbear,
Yeah, it's
the
true.
Gregory on the hill.
See,
like
and
the
this
David on the hill, like
is us going back to what we were saying at the beginning, where Cassidy and the bite victim overlap so much that you just get a brain malfunction. I think we should move on from this particular point for the gravestones, but I think a good thing to come away with is it's probably crying child on the hill. I think that's a good thing to come away with.
Yeah.
I think we can give our brains a break from the hill stuff.
When you realize that mound is another name for hill.
Dude, the scaling would be so off. T-Drez is regressing. How dare you?
Well, I'm talking symbolic because I'm not even sure that all these kids even got graves.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on. We've been on this for too long. Okay, alrighty. So anyway, Golden Cassidy is just the idea that the 5th MCI kid is Golden Freddy, which seems to make sense because of, Happiest Day and all this stuff. But let's go ahead and look at Golden Victim, because I'm going to be honest here. I think there is more evidence, especially with the week before, that Golden Freddy is the bite victim.
I agree.
But let's go. Golden Victim. Here we go. Was Cassidy killed to put David back together? Ah, the good old Cassidy crafting table. I love that theory. Well, of course I know him. He's me. Okay. All right. Here we go. The It's Me hallucinations associated with Golden Freddy FNAF 1 could be Beefy trying to communicate with his brother Mike. Here is one of the first things I want to go over, right? Is... Give me 1 second here. Right here. Okay. One of the first things I want to talk about is if we go down... Is it garbled? I think it's on the page. It says garbled voice. Let's see.
I think I was
Here it
just
is.
thinking- Yeah.
Okay, look, listen. You pull up the you pull up the contact list and click backstage. You go back there, blah blah blah. Okay, listen to this. You keep it ringing on your mobile phone and climb out from under the table so you can get to the restroom before Bonnie returns. As you stand, the line clicks. Someone picked up the backstage phone. You squeeze the mobile phone in your hand and listen. Holding your breath, you hear a child and
Just the purple
sound
guy's
of a
son.
child crying and a deep distorted voice saying, "It's me." So is this saying that Bonnie? Yeah, you hear the phone ringing off in the distance. Bonnie runs off toward it. And then Bonnie answers the phone and says, "It's me." So all the kids say it's me. Or
Yes, all the kids say it's me in this.
sound of a crying child and then a deep
Because Gabriel says it
distorted
too at some
voice.
point. Like, it's me is not specifically tied with
Yeah,
Golden
to
Freddy
Golden
in
Freddy.
the week before.
Yeah.
But it is tied the most to Golden Freddy in this book.
Oh, absolutely, because look at this.
Yeah,
This is one
well,
thing I want to talk
definitely.
about. In talking about where's
Just the purple guy's son.
Control F?
But like,
No,
even
okay.
Ralph says it. Even Ralph says it to
Look,
me
look
in
at
one of
this.
the endings.
Look at this. Okay.
Mhm.
This is after Golden Freddy jump scares you.
Yeah.
So much. And it's even described as Ralph, right? You feel the weight of Golden Freddy's mental attack, is what it says. Very interesting. You feel the weight, and it actually makes your nose bleed. It makes his nose bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Me is most associated with Golden Freddy
Yeah.
for sure, but it still has connection to everyone
So-
else. Like, even Ralph says it when he dies in one of these endings.
But here's what's interesting, right? It's me. Under the angry onslaught, you hear a woman saying, "It's me. Thank you. You did it. She'll be all right now. She's safe. She's safe." Couple possibilities here, right? Right? Golden Freddy is possessed by a grown woman, which I don't think is true. The
I
other
also don't
one
think it's true.
is that there's two spirits in here. One of
Well,
them
this
is
is-
doing this. The other one
This
is
is Bronwyn,
comforting
though.
Ralph as he dies. Third option, UCN mechanics. It's Golden Freddy is speaking through another person's voice.
But isn't this just Bronwyn though? Because Bronwyn gets stuffed in the Golden
Yes.
Freddy suit, and
Oh,
Bronwyn
so
was
in
the
the
one trying to
context
get
of the
you to
story?
save. Yeah, Bronwyn was the one trying to get you to save Coppelia. She's like,
Oh
you need to
God,
save your daughter.
Golden
they're coming
Hotel,
after her."
Golden Hotel. Well, that would mean that in FNAF
Wait,
1, Ralph is in
confirmed that
there, wouldn't it?
Coppelia- Is it confirmed that Coppelia was in Golden Freddy specifically? I know it was
Jeez,
Freddy. I don't think it was ever
good
described
Lord.
to be gold.
Yeah, no, okay, so it says that Bronwyn was shoved into a suit from the Fredbear days.
Okay.
But it does say, it says a Freddy head from the Fredbear days. But I think that's
Well,
just...
the good
yeah,
news
Golden
is, then right here we have
But
example
Freddy-
of two. Yeah, here's two spirits in Golden Freddy. Then there, because that's definitely not Bronwyn. This right here, it's me. It's under that onslaught. You hear a soft voice. This is
It
aggressive.
starts saying she's safe at the end, which is interesting.
It's like they're
Yeah.
merging together.
I don't know if it's that they're merged. Chad, what do we
And-
think of this?
I also want to say when Bronwyn gets killed, she then it says the line crackles, you hear strange tones and noises. Then Bronwyn speaks again, but her voice is garbled and low. It's me. So Bronwyn gets killed in the Golden Freddy suit and then says it's me, and then the phone hangs up.
Yeah.
But listen, Bite of 83. Come on. The secret ingredient is you. Hey, stop that. Put him down, a man shouts. Get back from the stage. Don't touch the bear. You hang up the phone, but you still hear a crying child. You twist around and get crunched. Golden Freddy is got the bite victim in there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Which
100%.
means this, in a way, this is evidence that more than one spirit is in Golden Freddy. Better evidence than the
They're just
Stitch
bringing
Wraith.
up-
Better evidence than... What are you saying?
Well, they're just bringing up the fact that Bronwyn means Hill of Light. The name
Oh,
Bronwyn.
that's rotten. That's rotten.
How you spell it?
Or I think so. I know I've heard that before.
It means blessed raven. Oh, Blessed Hill. Yeah, Blessed Hill.
Yeah.
Come on! Sharing a suit with Bite Victim. Blessed Hill.
It all comes back to the
It
hill.
all comes back to the fucking hill.
Also, when Bronwyn is talking to Ralph, she's already dead when she's talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Because Ralph thinks to himself that's impossible, and Bronwyn responds out loud, it's not impossible.
Wow. Blessed Hill. Golden Freddy. So Golden Freddy's on the hill then, yeah. Golden Freddy is on the hill. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, but this book is really good evidence that more than one spirit's in Golden Freddy, I think.
Yeah.
Better evidence than the Stitch Wraith, because it's literally Golden Freddy that has the spirits in them. So, wow. Okay. Is there... I believe there's another mention of Yellow Bear in this. Here we go.
The Fredbear?
Oh, this is where this is where Ralph gets put in it, I think. Throws are all, you can't scream anymore. No one's there to hear you. The agony caused you to drift in and out of consciousness. You're vaguely aware that Bonnie is taking you to backstage. He drops you on the floor and turns to pick up a spare yellow Freddy costume. He walks toward you with it while you use your good arm to scoot away from him. Bonnie wants to put you inside the suit for some reason, even though there's no way you could fit inside with all its motors and servos. If you manage to live through the experience, you'd be surprised at how much he manages to squeeze in.
That's so interesting because Bonnie is also the one who puts Bronwyn in Golden Freddy.
And it has motors and servos still in it, apparently. Which is not like Game Golden Freddy at all. So weird.
Well, we don't know if Game Golden Freddy does or doesn't. We just know it doesn't
Mike
move.
is always the one playing the custom nights in every game, it's interesting the most difficult mode is called Golden Freddy if I recall.
Though yes, the most difficult mode is always called Golden Freddy mode. Mike is the one playing the custom nights in every game. I also think Golden Freddy might have some degree of control over the other animatronics.
Well, if we look at the novels, when in the Twisted ones, they're asking the classics for help. None of them help John until John reaches out to Michael Brooks specifically, and then all of the classics lead them to Charlie.
And the movie,
also,
Golden Freddy's the ringleader in the movie.
Yeah.
Golden Freddy's always the one leading.
None of the animatronics act up until Michael dies in the novels as well. Like, even though they all died before Michael is the last kill of them, none of them start acting possessed until Michael dies.
Here's another thing I wanted to talk about. Look at this. We all know this is UCN, right?
Yeah.
And this is big golden vengeful evidence.
Golden Freddy and Cassidy is the Bonnie kid from the novels Monkey Thinking Picture.
So if you try to death coin Five Nights at Freddy's 2 era Golden Freddy, 1987 Golden Freddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get jump scared by the 1983 Fredbear. So if you get rid of the spirit from the period of time 1985 to 1987, the spirit from 1983, the death coin only allows you one death. You're only getting rid of one of them. That's what I'm thinking. It's no coincidence that Fredbear jump scares you here instead of Wither Golden Freddy. It's showing you that change. All right, you death coined the 1985, 1987 spirit. There's one left in there.
Well, I think it's also saying you can't get rid of the Crying Child. Crying Child is intrinsically linked.
Yes, I think so too.
Night,
I think so too.
Which I think is BV Toyshink, but
I think this whole jump scare is massive BB Toyshink evidence.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not I believe it, which I don't know, this happening, like, assuming it's Golden Duo, right? You're death coining Cassidy, And then BV immediately runs your fade.
Yep. And then you have, the Old Man Consequences,
Yeah.
FNAF World, Golden, the Crying Child. That's where Old Man Consequences showed up. And then Old Man Consequences is in Ultimate Custom
Is
Night.
in UCN, yeah.
And he
Thank you,
tells
Gibby.
you,
Thank you, Gibby.
rest your own spirit. There's nothing else. Leave the demon to his demons. And then you enter the Red Lake, and then in Curse of Dreadbear, who is the bite victim, comes out of the lake.
1987 into the FNAF 1 custom night. Gold
Okay.
Freddy
Coming
jump
out of the lake
scares
is
you.
relevant to that.
Here's another thing I
Cassidy
thought was
dies
interesting
in
to note, right, chat?
1987 or no?
Go back to our connections here with Tiger Rock, okay? Here's what I thought is interesting, okay? Golden Freddy, 1987 withered Golden Freddy, always jump scares you
This the purple guy's
as
son.
a spooky head, right, chat? Listen up. We're gonna freaking solve this shit totally, guys. Ha. Okay. Always as a disembodied head, it goes "Ah," and it jump scares you. Let's refer to this, okay? Listen to me. Here. Somewhere. Jarvis? I'm actually here, look at this. 1987. You enter 1987, okay? You get this is Corey Ken's video from where we go. You enter 1987, you get the disembodied head jump scare, okay? 1987 FNAF 2, he comes at you as a head down the hallway with a Golden Freddy. FNAF 1, it's a scary head like this, right? Which take place after 87. I think this is Cassidy's jump scare. I don't think the bite victim anymore is solely the one doing this weird teleports interface shit. Let me tell you why. Because, well, okay, I think he can teleport. I don't think he jump scares with the mind stuff, though. Let me tell you why. Look at this. So, here we have 1983 Fredbear, right? The spirit of the crying child. Physically jump scares you, right? But despite this, we know it can teleport into the office and shit. Watch this. Tiger Rock, okay? Despite teleporting going in your face, it attacks you physically with its jump scare. It doesn't go, ah, and you die. See that? It attacks you physically with its jump scare. Just like Fredbear does.
But it can still like attack you psychically. Like it doesn't jump scare you
It's
like
so
that, but like
interesting.
does pop up on your screen.
Damn it, yeah, you're right. I see
It
that.
just doesn't kill you.
Ah, damn it,
Yeah,
damn
you
it,
just sit
damn it,
there
damn
and
it.
stare at it.
That's true. That's a good point. Damn it. Teleporting, physical jump scares, and... Oh, man. I still think this is good evidence for two spirits of Golden Freddy, though. One is Golden Freddy,
Yeah,
the other is
100%.
Fredbear.
That jump scare like is BV Toshik evidence to me. Like it's very easy to make that BV Toshik evidence. Like that's very easy. You know, Cassidy in the logbook is the one that's like trying to like calm the crying child down.
Does Fredbear
As soon as you get rid of
using a
Cassidy,
nightmare Fredbear have
crash out of the
similar
sentry, you're
jump
immediately dead.
scares?
Yes. And I think Crying Child is the Andrew parallel in the Stitch Wraith. We're going Golden Duo.
Don't bring that name up here.
Do we even know for sure CC byte was 83? As far as I know, that's the copyright date. You could be watching a
Also,
VHS
I've
I
said this
think-
before, but
I think the
bite
byte has to be
Deaths
83.
existed in 1983.
The bite, yeah, of course the bite's 83.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm asking. Does Fredbear and Nightmare Fredbear have similar jump scares? No. Nightmare Fredbear kind of jumps
Not
at
at all.
you. Yeah. FNAF 1 Golden Freddy has no eyes. Fredbear has eyes. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to just close out of our week before, our Tiger Rock, our FNAF 3 trees, our week before a second time, Lamau. We'll keep our Moon Knight EXC. That could be interesting. We'll close out of this because we've already seen it. We'll keep you here. Silver Eyes we'll keep. Okay. Yeah, here, let's do this. So, unless this is the retcon, this Easter egg, which I don't think it is, Golden Freddy is relevant to 1987. The only way Golden Freddy can be relevant to 1987, by my knowledge, is Save Them, where Golden Freddy's teleporting around. So, 1987 is a terrible memory for Golden Freddy. Because when you type in 1987, you get... You know,
Golden Freddy specifically.
Golden Freddy specifically.
Like something happened in 1987.
And
with Golden Freddy, for sure.
there he is in Save Them.
Yeah.
So Fazbear, what do you think is going on here? Why does 1987, why does that sit with Golden Freddy in particular and save them?
I mean, I have an answer, but I know people don't like it.
Well, go ahead.
I think that 1987 is when Gib's life happened and all the animatronics became possessed. So I think that's 1987 is the birth of Golden Freddy as we know it.
But Give Life does something different to Golden Freddy because, like, as soon as you try to do the same thing to Golden Freddy, it ends. So I feel like it's not that.
It's active. It's active. In 1987, Golden Freddy's.
Yeah, like Golden Freddy's already jump scaring you in Give Life, which tells me the Golden Freddy's already active. So like this
now
isn't
none
helping
of them
Golden
are
Freddy possessed.
none of them are acting right. 1987 makes him angry. It makes him
But if
angry.
that's the case, probably the kid doesn't have a mask, so it's not possessed.
Well, that's if that means possession.
Makes him angry.
I mean, give gifts, give life. I feel like that's, the gift is the mask, the life is the possession, but
Could be.
It's teleporting around.
I'm pretty sure what I said on my FNAF 2 video was that that's kind of like it's giving them like sentience almost. Not exactly possession, they're already possessing it, but like they're gaining memories and now they know who they are. Which
that's
I think
what
is
I
a very different.
When I say
but I think it's
possession-
very different than possession.
Yeah. No, when I say possession, I mean like control. Like I think all the
Golden
kids have been linked to the animatronics since they were killed. But I'm saying I think Give Life is them gaining
due to
control
2020 mode Cassidy
of the
made Foxy
animatronics.
bite
But
Jeremy.
if Golden Freddy's already attacking you here, I think Golden Freddy probably already has control.
Yeah, I like that line of thinking, demonic, with this god victimisms, where it's
hold on.
repeating the bite of 83. I like that
If Golden Freddy already has control,
because
why
of all
is
the
he not
two. There's 2
controlling
and 4
Afton?
connections out the wazoo, anyways.
Especially
What'd
if Golden Freddy already has control, why is he not killing Afton? Especially if Afton used the Golden Freddy suit for the DCI.
Well, he's teleporting. He's doing that at least. But do you think that? Do you think that's when he woke up? Save them.
That's what I'm
Save
saying.
them's when he woke up.
Is it confirmed that he used the Golden Freddy suit to do that? Fazman?
No.
No, but it's
Like,
a
where's
pretty
that coming from?
popular. Well, because if the Spring Bonnie suit got sealed into FNAF 3 calls after the MCI, then it would have been sealed in the MCI building, and so the only yellow suit in the back to be used at the FNAF 2 building would be Golden Freddy.
Unless FNAF 2 and FNAF 1 are the same building and the Spring Bonnie suit's still all the way back there.
Yeah, that's a whole topic. There's also the fact
It's
that
a whole
people think
topic that I believe in. Hello,
I also
Fazburger.
somewhat believe in, but I won't get into it now.
What if Golden Freddy was a suit in FNAF 2, and they thought it was a person instead of a spirit, and he killed the DCI to get William arrested? Spare suit in the back, a yellow one. Now none of them are acting right. I feel like this is the catalyst event for now none of them are acting right. Yeah.
Yeah.
1987 makes Golden Freddy angry.
I mean, I could like if the catalyst event like leads to none of them acting right, I could see that being them seeing the Spring Bonnie suit again. Like they see the person that killed them, they see the Spring Bonnie suit. Now they're crashing the fuck out. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. Here's what I think is interesting, right?
Interesting.
Oh, go ahead.
This parallels none of them are acting right. This parallels the Silver Eyes, where none of the animatronics are tweaking until Michael Brooks is killed, and then they all start glitching out.
Yeah. Let's look at the Silver Eyes.
Oh god. That's
Carlton.
a perfect chance for me to be right back. One sec.
Carlton, it's me. Okay, so it's communicating to him through his mind. Yeah, just like it's not speaking here. It's not using a voice box. Okay, because in the week before, when Bonnie says "it's me," it's through the garbled voice box. This is not.
Yeah.
This is
Also,
just
you can
Golden
kinda see,
Freddy
like,
saying, "Carlton, it's me."
There's no text box implying it's not.
Yeah,
verbally
exactly.
being
Exactly. Keep going here.
I know at some point
The yellow bear,
I think it's
I think
Michael.
it's Michael in that suit. And then at the end of it... Yeah, skip a few pages here.
I thought it was earlier that they talk about.
Right here. Yeah, so they all freeze. Look at that. Yeah, they all freeze when Golden Freddy comes up. Like they're gonna attack and they stop, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah. Look at that. So he does control them. All right, look at this, Kryle. He does control them.
Okay.
The animatronics are about to attack the crew of the Silver Eyes, and then when Michael Brooks as Golden Freddy shows up, they all stop. So the thing that makes Golden Freddy angry makes all the others angry. That's why the hardest difficulty mode, where they're the most angry, is called Golden Freddy mode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Golden Freddy riles up their anger. It's you.
Here, scroll up to page 51.
Damn, he almost got that right on.
I remember it was frightening bizarre. I was totally memorized. Even the technician didn't know what to do. Well, there was someone else that day, another mascot, a bear. It was standing right near us and next to Michael.
Yeah, and then the bear goes missing, and so does Michael, and that's when they say the animatronics are going crazy that day. If you go to the page before, see on the left side of the page. Remember when the animals started to go crazy?
Remember when
day?
the animals started to go crazy that day? That's it.
It's the day Mike.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It's Cassidy CI. It has to be. I'm sorry. Listen. Okay, chat. Someone used a suit, a yellow one. Now none of them are acting right. The context of that in the Silver Eyes is Michael Brooks gets stuffed into the Golden Freddy suit. That's the someone used a suit. William used it by killing someone to possess it, and then after that, they all go crazy. 1987 Easter egg gets you Golden Freddy. Now none of them are acting right. Golden Freddy mode. They all start going crazy. That makes sense to me. Obviously the problem is you'd think it'd be the MCI in 85, but that follows, right, Fazbear? That the Golden Freddy kid gets killed, then the animatronics start geeking, and then you get 1987 here with Golden Freddy's head, and it's after this happens that they start acting up and save them. None of them are acting right. Holy 50 memberships from Pablo. Yeah, we all gotta get
Damn.
W Pablos. W Pablos.
We got money.
Money. Thank you. Let's freaking go. Gibby still won't get one though. Watch. W Pablos.
Pablo, if I don't get one, you might get banned from the stream. I'm sorry.
Okay. This is a hard sell though, because that would take us out of the... That would make it mandatory that Charlie is the 5th MCI. That'd make it mandatory if Cassidy's not the 5th MCI. So that's a hard sell. That's a hard sell.
That would be Charlie 85? Is that what that would be?
Ew, yeah. Gross. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's
hold on.
horrible.
There's a cursed option.
Oh, God.
If you want to believe Charlie 83, it's MCI 83, Cassidy DCI 87.
I think, honestly, the cleaner option here... I know it might sound weird, but... I think 1987, the reason it's so upset is because Afton used it to do the DCI. That sounds about right. I think he put it on or wore it. I think that sounds better than Charlie 85, at least.
Charlie dying 2 years before the rest of the MCI doesn't make it not the MCI. It makes it different, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it just says 5 children are now linked to the incident at Freddy Pizza.
Doesn't have to be the same year, I suppose. Feels weird.
How would
though.
that work? They had the suit in the back. Someone used it. There's a yellow suit in the back. Gibby called you cry-op because you talked me out of it. I don't know, chat. I think 1987 has to be important to Golden Freddy. Right?
For
it
sure.
could be because of God victimisms, though, right? Like it's a repeat of the bite or whatever.
Like, it could be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it could be the bite of 87.
Yeah. It could be.
That's the immediate answer.
And of course, you have the whole wasn't me, 8-7 and 8-3 in the teasers of FNAF 4. And so I'm wondering, yeah, maybe Golden Freddy caused the bite. Doesn't necessarily mean that his jaws were the ones that did it. But as we've seen, right, in our Silverized graphic novel, Golden Freddy's anger is what causes them to start... That's it. I think I got it. Definitely that's it. Golden Freddy's anger is what causes the animatronics to start acting up. The bite of 87 isn't supposed to happen. That's a fucking malfunction. Obviously, it's not supposed to kill that guy. I think because none of them are acting right, because Golden Freddy, right here, because Golden Freddy got angry, I think none of them are acting right. I think that caused the bite of 87. I think Golden Freddy's rage fucked with the animatronics and made one of them bite somebody. I think that makes sense. Golden Freddy's teaser said probably me. Look at that. Kato Kato in chat.
Yeah.
Look at this chat. Golden Freddy's the leader in the movie. All right. I think we got two solid conclusions so far. First of all, Cece's on the hill. Second is that Golden Freddy influenced the animatronics
Caused the bite.
cause the bite. Yeah.
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 Golden Freddy caused that.
I think
I can get behind that at the very least.
I think if Golden Freddy wasn't so mad about Save Them teleporting around, if Golden Freddy wasn't so mad in 1987, I don't think the bite would have happened. I think the bite happened because Golden Freddy was so furious. And I wonder if he was just furious because Afton showed up again and he's the vengeful spirit. It could be simple as that. Interesting. Awesome. Okay. What else do we have to get through today? We went through here. Oh.
Oh.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna. What else do we have open besides
The
those?
new kid.
I
don't wanna. We have Dreadbear coming out. We have. Oh, how about this? How about Red Lake? Here he is.
Okay.
All right, Fazbear, I'll let you have this one. You love this shit. Tell us about
I actually
Dreadbear.
I have better footage of Dreadbear coming out the Red Lake if we want to.
I'm just trying to get what I can on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, so my take on this, I know people disagree with this. I think this is BV Toy Shink. Because I think Toy Shink is clearly the one that Old Man Consequences is talking to.
Obviously.
Leave the demon to his demons, rest your own soul, there's nothing else.
Obviously, yeah.
The only way to get out of that at that point is to go into the lake, right? The vengeful spirit has to enter the lake.
The Red Lake,
and then
which this lake is Red Lake.
The very next game's DLC, because Help Wanted was the very next thing after Ultimate Custom Night. You have Dreadbear, who was the bite victim, leaving the Red Lake. And I think that's because it's saying that whoever Dreadbear is the same as the vengeful spirit and its bite victim. And then we talked about the imagery of the crying child looking over the others in the graves, right?
Yes.
In the game over screen, you have Dreadbear holding his hand over a purple grave with all the other graves of the children surrounding him.
Yeah, that's pretty on the nose.
Saying that
he's holding them all there. He's holding them all there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know people hate that because, Michael caused the bite, but I think we just have to accept that we don't know what happens. He says, I will put you back together.
Question.
I think that's showcasing like, hey, there might be more to this than you think.
What's your question?
If it's BV Toy Shink going into the lake and in UCN, right? Does that imply that's the end of UCN? If that's like BV leaving? Because if that's BV entering the lake, game closes, that's it. Does that mean is that the end of UCN at that point?
Yeah.
Because what's keeping UCN going at that point?
That would be the end. Yeah.
Nothing.
That's cause the game literally crashes. If you go into the lake, the game turns off.
Yeah, because that closes the game.
Yeah.
And I know people hate this as well. I think the reason Dreadbear leaves the lake is because William's spirit is now glitch trap. He's in the mimic and he's out doing stuff again. So Dreadbear comes out of the lake.
Could be. I think Dreadbear obviously being the crying child and it coming out of the Red Lake is important imagery. I'd say.
Also, this is Curse of Dreadbear Fall Fest 83, right? Like this is so bite victim.
Yeah, obviously. The FNAF 4 house is on the hill, dude. The FNAF 4 house is behind us.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about what's it called? About the UCN Fredbear lines being in Curse of Dreadbear, though. Like, how do you think that plays into it?
Yeah, that's another thing.
I didn't even know that.
We didn't talk about the Fredbear voice lines. One of the Fredbear voice lines is "Let's find a suit that's right for you."
Yeah,
that's Fredbear saying that.
Yeah,
and I think that is a echo of what William said to the crying child.
What about that's not all he says, because there's more fantasy and fun where I came from.
Yeah, there's more fantasy and fun where I came from. And Dreadbear says Fredbear voice lines.
Mm-hmm.
So Dreadbear just is. Fredbear,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the one saying it in particular.
No, not Nightmare Fredbear. It's
I know.
Fredbear.
I'm just looking at this anyway. I'm thinking Scott knew it was so confusing. This might get me killed, but it's an idea. The reason we have Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare is to give us a visual separation between Bite Victim and Cassidy. One of them is Cassidy, one of them is Bite Victim.
People are saying those are Freddy's voice lines. Yeah, they were originally recorded for Freddy. Then Scott was like, I'm going to use these for Freddy.
All over again. Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart. I assure you, I am very real.
So how many voices are playing in this, by the way? Is it just the two?
There is more than an illusion to fear.
There's like three voices overlapped in this. I think I hear three.
We know who our friends are.
We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them. I use this in my evidence, right? This is a version of Golden Freddy talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a version of Golden Freddy. Now, all the animatronics talk about their relationship to William. He's like, "Oh, you let me in here. It's so fun hanging out in here with you." All this stuff. So to have Golden Freddy talk like Venom and say, "We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them." I think that is because there's two. We know who our friends are. Me and Cassidy, right? The crying child, and we know who our friends are. I think that's what that's saying.
Yeah, that could be a venomism, dude.
I think it is. I think it's a venomism. I do.
And you are not one of them.
Does Nightmare Fredbear ever say "I" in any of these?
He does. He says, "Let me put you back together."
Together.
But again, that's one of the spirits speaking for itself, right? It's addressing both of them here. So all this means is that one of the spirits in Golden Freddy wants to torture Afton, right? But both of them are his victims. We know who our friends are.
What saying? The voice actor confirmed it's 4 voices overlaid.
It's 4. Okay.
Good lord. Okay, got some donos coming in. Another W Pablos for the 5. Cassidy, there we go. FNAF 4 plus.
So was my
I'm assuming that means UCN.
Correct.
Puppet / Nightmare on products it projects into CC's memories as the Fredbear plush to manipulate CC into Happiest Day FNAF world. That's a Charlie plush theory. Interesting. Caramel says CC wasn't killed by Afton, so why would he be the one you shouldn't have killed? Well, again, that's if we're
Well, okay.
Those who
I
know.
also think in the same way I'm talking about Curse of Dreadbear being Bite Victim, you have William saying, "I will put you back together," and then you have a whole mini game where you take a brain and inject it with stuff and then shove it into Dreadbear, who is Fredbear. So I think that William just shoved the crying child into Golden Freddy to cause possession.
It's not killing someone, though.
Yeah, well, if it kills him. If he shoves him in, it kills him.
Now, these are all lines Springtrap repeats in FNAF AR, so I think he originally said them. The shadow fears me.
Yeah.
So Unwithered and I were talking about how this is a crying child, Cassidy thing where it's... So, notice how the only night of... If I go to follow me... You know where I'm going with this. Oh, minigames. Here. Oh, this is just the second one. But I can still mention it anyway. Oh, wait, it's right here. Here we are. Okay. The only night that Shadow Freddy doesn't show up is when the 5th kid is going to Afton himself. Themself, herself, whatever. So yeah, like this. There's no Shadow Freddy here. So I'm thinking it's possible Shadow Freddy Nightmare is Cassidy. Interesting. Or Bite Vic? No, because this would be the Vengeful Spirit, right? This would be the Vengeful Spirit? Because it chases him around? Chases him around. So that would mean Nightmare would be Bite Victim. Which has the brain in its head! That's it! I think that's it. Yeah.
But then you're saying Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear are different. Nightmare Fredbear says Crying Child lines.
There's 2 of them in there, though. That's the thing. Fuck. Unless it's Cassidy experiments. Damn it. But that makes so much sense, though. Nightmare being the cry. If because those lines are by far the most, like, vengeful. Like,
just the purple guys.
I'll vomit you back. You won't be spared or saved. What if... Wait. Okay, listen. The shadow fears me. Listen. What if...
FNAF 4 plus UCI promo pictures.
What if
Nightmare on projects into CC's memories as the
donations coming through? Sorry, chat.
Manipulate CC
okay.
into Happiest
what if the shadow? What if the shadow fears me? Is referring to Michael Afton. Who's living in his father's shadow. Michael draws Nightmare in the logbook. Do you have any dreams? Do you remember bad dreams? The shadow fears me. Your shadow fears me, Nightmare, the brother he killed.
I have a question.
That's why he draws Nightmare in the logbook.
Think the puppet and Golden Freddy / Fredbear never work together? They're both very controlling of the Hobosh and very conscious, but they seem to be doing their own agenda.
And you definitely... I think that's it. I think Nightmare might be the crying child, but the only question then is... Nightmare Fredbear has lines said to the crying child too. But that's what I'm saying, is... Fazbear, what if Nightmare Fredbear's lines weren't only said to the crying child?
You know, it's so interesting too.
Like, what if this is Cassidy? What if this is Cassidy speaking on behalf of the bite victim, just like in the logbook?
Maybe. Springtrap in AR says, "I've been living in the shadow."
Yeah.
I don't know if
I think that's a reference to. I think that's a reference to Mike. I think that's a reference to Mike.
I'd also want to consider,
his speech.
So wait, are we saying that CC is Nightmare then? Like, is that like what this is?
It's got the brain in its head.
What? So then, how does do we think that Nightmare and Shadow Freddy are one and the same still then, or does that not work?
No, that would still work. That would still work. That would still work. It would be the crying child luring the MCI back to Afton, but he just kills them.
No. Give you the difference that when Mike says it, Mike says, "I've been living in shadows." Springtrap says, "I've been living in the shadow." And then Nightmare Fredbear says, "The shadow fears me."
You sure he doesn't say, "I've been living in the shadows," plural?
Yeah, it says shadow, singular.
All right, let's check that out.
Yeah.
I'm pressing X to freaking doubt. You can't tell. It could be shadows, or you can't tell. There's no way to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Is there transfer?
I've been living in the shadows.
Yeah, you can't tell.
I hear the S. I hear the S.
Oh, you do?
Maybe.
I do. Put on a caption clip.
There are no captions.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, they thought of that one. Sorry, Buster.
Let's listen. Or not.
So that was plural 100%. It's shadows.
I heard
clearly
plural.
an S.
I heard plural.
Let's see.
Okay. I think then, well, because doesn't this make sense then? Look, if we do, we can get out of this now. Do Nightmare, FNAF. Right? You being able to see the brain in its head makes so much more sense if it's supposed to be the bite victim. If that's the final boss, William, your shadow fears me. I'm literally the final boss of his nightmares. Is me showing up like, hey, you killed me, asshole.
Chat's bringing up that Nightmare has a PNG jump scare, kind of like Golden Freddy.
That would contradict what I said about the other thing, but that's true. All right, chat, the thing I said about the thing I said about Fredbear jump scaring you different. Fuck it. Yeah, Golden Freddy has a Golden Freddy like jump scare.
No, I mean because Nightmare doesn't have a jump scare like that in UCN or Nightmare Own for that matter.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. Damn it. Well, that's still something to think about. And it's see-through. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. How interesting. Look at that. His mouth and his jaw is the... Yeah. Huh. Interesting. The jaw is the only part... Look at the arms. Look at this abdomen, the legs. The jaw is the only flesh that is solid.
Yeah.
You see that? See that? Look at that. Look at this, Fredbear. The jaw, the flesh, like the skin, right? The skin. The jaw is the mouth, the only skin that's solid. No solid skin here. Look at his quads. No solid skin. Look at his abdomen. No solid skin here. The most solid part of his body is the jaw, and then you have the brain in his head. This is CC. This is CC. So, which again is vengeful spirit evidence. Because come on.
God,
I will vomit you back.
Shadow Freddy is so cursed.
I will vomit you back. You won't be spared or saved. I'm here to claim what's left of... Come on. I'm here to claim what's left of you is exactly what the vengeful spirit would say.
Gibby is begging to be on the stream like he's...
All right. I will let Gibby in. Gibby, I'll let you in for a bit only because I need to rest my voice. I've been screaming. Okay. Gibby's only coming for a little bit. All right, you can join now, Gibby.
Say hi to Gibby when he's
Up
here.
in here, Gibson.
You can say hello for a sec. All right. Hey, Gibby. Gibby, you enjoying the stream? Enjoying the stream, Gibby?
I'm loving the stream. Am I using the right microphone? You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Firstly, talking about Charlie, MCI, all that fun stuff. I love that. You guys are doing great. But I'm only here to say one thing to talk about the Toyshin connection that you're all looking at.
Okay, give that a go ahead and talk about that. I need to go ahead and get some water. So I'll be right back.
Okay. So, what were we all just talking about? Golden Freddy has a PNG jump scare. Nightmare has a PNG jump scare, right? So whether one is CC or Cassidy, or maybe they're both CC or whatever, the point is they have PNG jump scares. You know who else has a PNG jump scare?
Nightmare Own.
Every single character in UCN. I rest my case. Bye bye.
Not Fredbear.
Chat, get Gibby the fuck out of here.
Caitlin sent me a picture of the full grave area. It's only those 7 graves.
And FNAF World, yeah.
Yeah. I posted it in the
chat. Type 1 if I should get Gibby banned from this stream right now. Type 1 and I will plead my case to get Gibby banned from this stream when TD comes back. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I can't ask these people to type a number. They'll just all say 14. Look at them.
I don't know.
I'll just say it 14. What's up?
My only stance is that Dreadbear is clearly the bite victim, and Dreadbear is also clearly the vengeful spirit in Curse of Dreadbear. So that's what I'm running with.
Mm.
I also find it interesting that the Golden Freddy plush that you get in Help 102 is next to a staff bot head, and the golden, the crying child staff bot in the Afton family table is missing a head.
Withered Golden Freddy has a PNG jump scare with the black void, the same as FNAF 4 final cutscene. They saying death coin Gibby? Yo, Gibby, you better take all the coins you can. You do not want to let me run anyone's pockets.
All right, who'd like to give me a quick breakdown of what Gibby said?
Gibby said some bullshit. I've pulled the chat on whether or not we should ban him.
Oh, okay.
Gibby just
Results
came
are
in
fairly
and said
inconclusive.
every single jump scare UCN is a PNG.
Bro, I think that's because Scott didn't want to animate all that.
Yeah. Chat is very undecided on whether or not we should kill Gibby for this one or not.
All right. So yeah, this might be the bite victim, which is why Mike is scared of it. He draws it in his recent dreams because he's haunted by it.
Well, is he specifically drawing Nightmare? Like, can you see the brain?
No, I think he's drawing Nightmare Fredbear, because Nightmare, the one he draws in the logbook, it doesn't have a hat. In the teaser for FNAF 4 was Fredbear's hat.
Maybe. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It's either way, Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear are obviously linked.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I think that this is just part of the entity that Golden Freddy is.
But they're separate in UCN.
When you realize that Cassidy was a projection, Kelsey projection of the crime.
Oh my god, you're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be so mad. Listen to me. Black and yellow. The kid in Golden Freddy's hair is black, and he projects a yellow-haired.
Yo, I'm about to leave.
What? I'm sorry, Nightmare. Listen, I'm sorry. Nightmare is black, and Nightmare Fredbear is yellow. And in the week before, someone help me. In the new kid.
I would also like to say, this is unrelated, but Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear are clearly color swap versions of each other, right?
Black hair.
And the purple accessories turn yellow. So, Afton MM.
Someone cut the stream off.
They talk about it in the real book, how he's yellow like Kelsey's hair. Yeah, fuck you, Crying-Eyed.
Someone cut the stream off.
No, sorry, dude. Listen, dude. Listen. Apparently, projecting things that have that are black as yellow designs.
Okay.
Hey, Scott. Right. Hey, it's Scott, not me. Hey, it's Scott, not me. Don't shoot the Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Hey.
Chat, shoot the messenger right now.
So we're shooting the messenger now.
Chat, shoot the messenger right now.
Interesting. Bumblebee theory. Neat. Yeah, interesting that this thing already has a body inside of it when they get it.
Oh, to kick T-Dreads? True. Still saying the death point, Gibby.
Because Golden Freddy and Nightmare never show up at the same time. We know who our friends are. I'm thinking that this is... Yeah. I'm thinking this is done by Scott to mark the difference, to mark that there are two things at play in the entity that is Golden Freddy. I think that's what it is.
So
and this one is come on. Yeah, but come on, Cryo. The only part of his entire body that's solid is his jaw. You see that? Look at his head.
Yeah.
Completely see-through. Well, I mean, you kind of have to have that, but you know what I mean. Completely see-through, giant-ass mouth, nothing. Brain in his head. This is the bite victim.
Yeah.
Jaw, only his jaw, brain in his head, see-through. I think
Why
that
would
this has to
Fredbear
be.
not be bite victim.
Well, that's a great fucking question. But look at this design. Which is more likely to be bite victim and Cassidy?
I
This
think it's
one's more likely to be Cassidy that has a see-through jaw and freaking brain.
I think it's more likely it's just the agony
of bite victim.
Yeah,
That could be too. Yeah, it could be his agony. That's fair. That's fair.
So what is Nightmare Fredbear the remnant?
That'd be the spirit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like that Loki could be the case, but
yeah. Agony slop. Chat saying.
Streets are saying B theory right now.
Who is Cassidy?
Cassidy if not.
Realistically,
we didn't say she'd have to be an MCI. She could still be an MCI. She could also be.
That's 6 MCI.
Well, unless Charlie's different. Yeah, no, it could just be Charlie's not on the screenshot. Like, it might be overthinking it. It could just be that it's not like.
Be the one you should have killed though, Mike. Oh.
I think the visual connections to bite victim are really strong with Nightmare. But,
yeah,
then
I think
again,
that's also true of Nightmare Fredbear. Because that's just Fredbear.
Well, yeah. My point is, what I'm trying to get at is it's the same freaking like thing. It's like you're supposed to be like, well, those look similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels much more likely that they are supposed to be the same person, just like different aspects of them. That's what it feels like.
So you're saying it's my secret inner dark side. That you shouldn't mess with a nice guy because he'll lose his temper, and that's when the devil shivers.
No, but actually,
I think it's so interesting that you have in the new kid, right? And I know projection slot, but in the new kid, you have the kid with the black hair who's in Golden Freddy, who projects outward in inverted version with the yellow hair. Right, and then you have Nightmare Fredbear.
This is what I was just saying. It just said this.
I know, but I'm saying that would make it the same entity, just a projection.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you think they're both crying child then?
Yeah, both crying child.
We know who our friends are, but where's Cassidy? Fuck.
Well, there's a dark truth, but you
won't say Don't say Cassidy victim. They gotta be two different people. Surely.
Do they?
Bro, shut up. We've been over this.
We're being told to look at the legs.
Yeah, I see him.
What about the legs? I mean, there's a part of the legs that are.
I'm guessing because they're springlock legs.
Are they? I mean, that's not a springlock suit.
Are they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I see his legs. What about him?
Yeah, well, what about the legs, man? This better be something good, or you're getting 24 hours.
Look up Endo 01 and compare it, and then you look up Springtrap endoskeleton and compare it. It's way more similar to the
same leg secret of the bro. What are we saying? what do you mean?
Oh, they're talking about the legs having like a little tiny bit of maybe this on them.
Yeah, those little round. Look, if you hold on.
No, they're like this part's not see through. That might just be part of like the Endo model. That might not be his flesh
also,
though.
In
that might just be part
Ultimate
of the model.
Custom Night, he's not see through. He's only see through in FNAF 4.
The same exact legs are in that closet in Secret of the Mimic.
The legs in Secret of the Mimic.
What if Crying Child actually possesses the puppet? God, that'd be so cursed. No, not this. No, it can't. Surely not.
In the side.
What is this godforsaken image you just put in the side chat, Fazbear?
This is the William Afton endoskeleton.
This is an affront to God.
All right. I think there's no other. Oh yeah, this is what I want to go over too. Dude can just show up in reality, by the way. So in the new kid, obviously, we have Kelsey, who just shows up like as a real dude. Like he's just right there. He's in real life. He is a dad. Other people see him. Like other people can recognize him. Like very last page of the story, where he goes to kill more kids. So the Golden Freddy kid can manifest himself in reality, and this is here too. This is not a dream sequence. In this scene, he is literally in Michael's house.
Yeah, he's just here.
Yeah.
This is the
that's-
second movie,
yeah.
right?
Yes, the second movie.
Yeah. It's the end of it. Yeah.
Also, I want to say, this kid draws the same exact rabbit in the sand that Vanessa draws.
Are you crying child? There are family isms in it.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. He's in a striped shirt. That's true. Gregbot chart. Bring it out. He is in a striped shirt. Dude, this is feeling like Cassidy Erasure.
The entire series is Cassidy Erasure, man. What are we
But,
talking
like,
about?
I'm so, like, the more I look at this, like, let's go over here, chat. First, let me see here. Okay, look. First, we had the CC on the hill. Then we had Golden Freddy is annoyed by, like, it causes a bite of 87. So Golden Freddy and a bite are related. Then we have Nightmare applying better to the crying child than to Cassidy. Like, all this stuff. Oh, and the week before we have the bite victim chomping down on Ralph after the bite of 83 clip.
Yeah.
Cassidy's an important name to Scott. Because the Cassidy script.
But yeah, Cassidy is, and we think his name's Dave. Cassidy's important to the lore. The Cassidy script.
Yeah, but I'm arguing Cassidy victim.
No, but then again, the week before, it makes sure to point out, like, look, there's more than one person in this thing.
Yeah, but
Damn
the other
it.
person it points out is Bronwyn.
This is terrible. Damn it, this is actually so mind melting.
Cassidy's the daughter of Henry. Yo, can we ban Cheesy?
Oh my god, that's such a good interpretation. I'll put you
What?
back together. I'll put you back together. I am remade, but not by you. That's such a good... No, Vasek, that's such a good interpretation of that line.
That's
That's
actually
so
really
clever.
good.
That's
Fuck.
clever. That's clever. I am remade, but not by you. I'll put you back together.
That's really good, yeah. Fuck.
Hmm. That's neat. Hmm. But then again, that would imply that the person saying that is not the vengeful spirit, because they say I'm put back together not by you,
Yeah.
but by the one you shouldn't have killed. Exactly. So again, finicky there. Man. All right. Well, we got no choice. We all know what time it is. Wait. First of
What
all, why
time
did
is
I
it?
pull up Moon.exe? I must have this here for a reason. Why do I
Probably
'cause
Davidisms with the owl and whatnot.
No, I know it wasn't that. I pulled it up for some reason. Because I set this all up yesterday. Unwithered got the membership. Get fucked, Gibby. Get fucked. chat.
Get
All together now.
fucked.
Let's get a L Gibbies.
L. Gibbies.
Is it the witch's cabin? With the Fredbear mask in it and stuff like that?
Perhaps.
Is that weird?
Oh no, it was this. It was the lake.
Oh, the lake.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the chat.
Dude, I think Gibby just doesn't have membership gifting turned on. I don't think he can.
That'd be so funny.
The bear thanks you. That's it. Okay.
Also, there's a brain in that jar right behind.
Indeed,
Those are
there is.
eyeballs, brains.
Hyperdroid's
fingers.
here too. What's up, Hyperdroid?
Good. Hyperdroid just to say L. Gibby.
So not much there. All right, time for the FNAF 4.
Oh god, we
Listen, we got no choice. It's come down to it. It's come down to it.
Do we have nothing else?
I don't. Chat. Have we missed any Golden Freddyisms?
Chat,
Here's my.
think
here's
of
my-
something.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, chat. Think of something else we can talk about, so we don't have to go through this.
I'm thinking like, because listen, chat. What we said at the start of the stream is true. The longer we go, the more the conflation, one and the same isms between the crying child and Cassidy become a problem, because literally every single thing we've talked about today is evidence that the crying child is the vengeful spirit, and the crying child is Golden Freddy, and the crying child is Fredbear. and the crying child would get really angered and possibly reproduce a bite because that's what happened to him. Because we know he replicates things that happen to him. For example, as Nightmare Fredbear, hey, let me take you apart, put you back together. That's repeating a line Afton said. So he's repeating the bite, which happened to him. Everything we're going over applies better to the crying child than Cassidy. But I still can't get the idea that Cassidy is the 5th MCI kid and is a separate kid out of my head.
If Freddy is part of Golden Freddy, then the all-powerful Golden Freddy helped Hafton on the down low as a 5.99 side hustle.
That's true.
Everyone just keeps
Hero Brian.
saying you're so close.
Sometimes you got to get some freaking money by helping out William Afton.
Shadow Freddy's a part of Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy?
I'm sorry, Shizu. I can't believe that it's. Oh yeah, and Banty says the one he shouldn't have killed has a male pronoun as well.
Yeah.
Which again is more.
Cassidy isn't.
That's true. It could be, well, again, Cassidy lobotomized experiment victim. Those who know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Chat. What if he needs to explain what kind of nonsense he just said?
No, Chad already knows what it is. It would take. I'm not explaining. It would take too long. There's a drawing in the FNAF 1 where they show Golden Freddy kid, and there's a circle on his head. Looks like there's 2 souls. Oh yeah, the Golden Freddy kid's head that looks like taped on. Gibby and I are looking into that, Black Lockhart. That might be like a mistake, because apparently it's not there in the second movie. So, okay, so chat. Here's, you know what? I'm curious to see where we're all at right now. Let me go over to you guys, and let's go ahead and let's have is Cassidy bite victim and the vengeful spirit and nightmare Fredbear and the hill grave, because that's what we've gone over today.
Theory. Gibby, that is tantamount to devil worship. Look at the shit that you just did. What is that, man?
What did Gibby say?
Explained the theory. Have to kidnap Cassidy to pray. Yeah, what the hell is going on here?
All right. Let's see where we're all at, chat, because this is where our investigation has been leading us. I'm very interested to see.
I think that if you look at the games and you try to simplify the
information... Okay, yeah. Chat's saying no.
If you look at the games, you try to simplify the information. You start with FNAF 1, you hear that there were 5 missing kids, and that they were all linked to an incident that is the missing children incident, right? And then you have the 5 ghosts in the suits, right? And then you get the next game introduces the puppet to us. And so now there's 6 kids, right? You have Charlie and the MCI and the Golden Freddy kid, right? And then you have FNAF 3, and you have the 6 kids. You have Charlie and the 4 missing kids and Golden Freddy. And then you have the next game after that, FNAF 4, and it connects the bite victim to Golden Freddy, because Golden Freddy is Fredbear. And so within that, the entire time, 1 through 4, you're showcased these 6 kids. And in Happiest Day, you have Charlie on the left side with the missing children, and bite victim on the right side, separated from them. So I think it's just that crying child is the Golden Freddy spirit. I don't think there's 2 souls in there.
Okay, so chat is not on board with the Cassidy erasure, but they are all saying that the bite victim is the Hillgrave and is in Golden Freddy / Fredbear and is in Ultimate Custom Night. A vast majority of chat thinks that the bite victim is in UCN and is in Golden Freddy and is the grave on the hill, because we went over all that evidence. Do a Cassidy Afton poll? I think I just did. Okay. I think we got no choice. We got to go into FNAF 4. Cryo, it's over, bro.
Yeah. We tried. We stalled as long as we could.
All right. These are my friends. Hate that. Hate that so much.
Yeah. Hate all of that.
Because if you say we're in some sort of FNAF 2 location, and the purple man went around and took corpses out of all your friends, or killed a bunch more kids and stuffed them into versions of your friends, you'd be pretty mad. Might even go on the customized screen.
Ms. Andrews has a daughter. Someone is clearly talking to CC and Mike.
I agree with this. So
in gaining info on the
yeah. Little red-haired girl.
Light in GFSI after good.
My favorite thing about the whole Cassidy thing is the logbook. I just don't think it's Charlie writing to the by victim. I don't think it is. I just don't think so. Especially because, like, who's the player of FNAF world? Like, if there's no Cassidy, it also fucks everything up. But if there is, it still fucks everything up. That's why it's so annoying.
I mean, like you said though, Cassidy can't be erased. Like, Cassidy has been a very important character. That's why.
Yes, the name, which of course would mean that his name's not Dave and Hyperdride's wrong. If Cassidy's the bite victim,
I mean, it could mean that. That's the other option, but I think that's rotten as hell too.
Yeah, sorry, Shizu. I just can't be convinced that there's only ZV. Don't know how to pronounce that in chat. Is bringing out Stage 01 being observation. Let's just call it Fredbear's Family Diner because that's what it is. Fredbear's Family Diner is just an observation room. Yes,
what I miss.
We've been talking about that, and yeah, I think the bite victim or someone in the bite victim's place was a victim of some sort of observation. I believe that. I don't think he just had a nice life where his brother picked on him a bit. I think something's wrong here because of that observation room. Either that, or there is a, Cassidy lobotomized experiments. Peak.
God damn it.
There's 3 kids there, and one of them disappears. That is true. That is true. In Stage 01 at Fredbear's Family Diner. I imagine that would be the crying child dying. Truman Show. That's what I'm saying. You know he's hiding again. These are my friends. So, he won't stop till you find him. So the Fredbear plush in this minigame knows... Wait, hold on. If you're... Who the fuck is... Don't you think the plush is Cassidy? Fazbear?
No, I think the plush is the crying child.
What the fuck?
What? Whoa! Go back a little bit.
I'm pretty sure this is the crying child.
Yeah.
I think that in real life, this is William monitoring his children through the Fredbear plush. I think that what we are seeing right now is a looped memory where he is trying to break himself out of the loop.
Oh God, he's
because listen. Go back a little bit to where he says, "These are my friends," right?
Fredbear Entertainment is back at it.
Yeah, but he has he has an internal monologue. Why would he need this to internally monologue? He has one.
These are my friends, right?
Yeah.
So, if you apply this to the other thing we see in this game, Fredbear and Friends, that is him placing himself in the role of Fredbear. The crying child is Fredbear.
Because he died. Yeah, because he is. He dies in Fredbear's mouth.
Yes. Yes. And I'm saying that all of his friends are plushies, right? And if he is Fredbear, he would be the Fredbear plushie.
So why does he say to himself that he's going to put himself back together and that we are still your friends, plural? We are still your friends. Me and yourself are still yourself's friends. That's chapped.
I don't know. But then, who else would know this intriguing information about the crying child?
Well, maybe the frickin' logbook text, you chud. The logbook text seems to know quite a bit.
The logbook doesn't know though. It's asking questions. Is this your
clearly it has information it shouldn't. Like, you don't randomly go up and be like, "Hey, did you happen to have this toy when you were a kid? And also do this and this and this and this?" Like, clearly it's privy to something.
It's privy to something, but it's asking questions. It doesn't know.
I'm gonna kill you.
I think Abby's relationship with the Faz Talker can be a parallel to the Fredbear plush.
Imagine the logbook comes before FNAF 4, and FNAF 4 is like, "You're asking me so many questions. How about I show you my memories? What do you remember?" I think Abby's relationship with the Faz Talker can be a parallel to the Fredbear plush. Spirit talking her through it. Yeah, but Abby's alive during... This is so annoying. This is so tough. I already am mad at FNAF 4. He won't stop until you find him. Over there. He jump scares you. He left without you. He knows that you hate it here. You are right beside the exit. If you run, you can... Hurry, run towards the exit. No, don't you remember what you saw? Ah! What the fuck did he see?
I forget what I said.
I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this now. I'm gonna have to contradict my last video. I don't think what he can saw. I don't think what he saw can be the purple guy stuffing that guy in the suit, because that happens after this.
Caitlin, you're in chat. Remind me what we said that he saw, because I don't remember. She's already typing me in DMs. This is huge.
The shadow fears me. He won't walk past the shadow.
Right. What's it called?
I don't know if this works like that in the USA. But here in Argentina,
what I said in my video, what I said in my video for what he saw is that he saw the suit that's in the closet that he gets trapped in later. I said that he got a look into that closet and he thought there was a body in there.
Yeah.
Because of the whole what is seen in shadows easily misunderstood.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that makes sense.
Because like everyone, it's not even just him that saw it. I think the entire community saw it wrong. I think that's intentional. I don't think there's a body in there, but I think it was designed to look that way.
Wait, these are these are 1-to-1 the exact same colors of the Brazil balloons, and there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Do not MCI 83 me, chat. Don't
Don't MCI.
No, these are my friends.
No.
These are my friends.
No,
You're not MCI 83ing me. Oh god, but that would fix all of our issues with like Cassidy being an 87 and all. Bro, do not MCI 80. Are they 1-to-1 the colors of the Brazil balloons, the 5 of them?
Yeah.
I think so. I'd have to hang on. I think it's inside chat.
Oh, and this is just a mirror of Happiest Day.
No.
They're not
the same. They're not the same. They're not the same colors. They're not the same colors. There's an orange one.
Oh,
hang on, but it's blue, green, purple, yellow, orange. There's no red one in the Brazil ending.
Thank God. Okay. That was almost a dark truth.
Well, these are the same exact color as the Happiest Day balloons.
The Happiest Day balloons are randomized, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it cycles through these colors.
Yeah, the set of colors.
Well, yeah, but...
You know what will happen if he catches you? DCI 83.
This the purple guy.
You need to be banned.
You need to be stopped.
All right, what do we got for logbook? Oh yeah, I forgot to read one about Argentina. I do not think his name is Cassidy Dave Afton.
Cassidy equals
I think
no.
either one of them is his
David
first name.
Murray. Afton tried to turn CC into
Cassidy.
David. Logbook is David helping CC remember who he truly is, which turns CC
Search your
eventually.
feelings, you know MCI 83 to be true. Yeah, we got
Logbook is Cassidy, CC, David. My brain. My brain. Ugh.
That's actually just true in the
Dave's
movie. but I
David
won't get into it.
Murray. Afton tried to turn CC into David. Logbook is. Yeah, and we've got to ask how God David plays into all this because that kid looks like the white victim, and oh my goodness gracious, somebody please help me. At least we got something done today, Chad. Though that's why the TD Read streams are usually pretty effective because that grave stuff, I think that was pretty solid.
I think the one thing we can say definitively is that the crying child in some way is in Golden Freddy and is prominent in Golden Freddy.
And is in the Ultimate Custom Night in some way.
Yeah.
And is represented by Dreadbear, who has his hands on the grave. Yeah. See, all this stuff feels like... So, if Shizu, if you're still in chat, do you believe Cassidy is the bite victim, is the vengeful spirit, is Golden Freddy?
Shizu believes Cassidy is the puppet, but that's a whole...
Oh.
Because Cassidy would be the fated name, and the fated name.
Well,
is
okay,
the
so
one
then
helping
Shizu believes that there's one Golden Freddy kid, and he's bite victim, is the vengeful spirit, etc.
Maybe I don't know. I just know that.
Who else is the vengeful spirit then? Andrew?
I don't know. I'm just saying Cassidy puppet. That's
Okay.
all I know she believes in.
Search your feelings. You know MCI 83 to be true. You see what I said? I got multiple calls immediately after that. Golden Freddy runs UCN, so of course all the scares are like his. So that's in response to the Gibbyisms. Suggest looking at what changes in the night gameplay after each cutscene. I don't think anything changes until night 4.
Wait,
I
that's
think it
Night
really
5.
changes
Night
until
5.
Night 5.
somebody
Yeah,
said the movie Brazil released in 1985.
That's beyond cursed. Little red-haired girl sent a donation a while ago. I'm trying to remember what it was because we got 400. Just type it in
Did.
chat without donating. I'll read it. Okay.
Brazil released in 1985, which was what the Brazil ending is named after.
Tomorrow is another day as well. And that's another thing. Toy Cheek of the high school years is all about William Afton trying to find a perfect fit for something. You know, it's very weird that he's using the analogy of like high schoolers infatuation
high
for
school
dead kids.
girl.
But that is what he's doing. I'm sorry, that's just what it is.
it's weird.
So he's looking for the perfect guy,
It's
right?
rotten.
The perfect
Yeah.
guy. And at the end of that it says tomorrow's another day. Right? And what he's doing is every day he's going out killing a new kid in the search for a perfect someone, and then ends that with tomorrow's another day. I think it's again tomorrow's another day. It all comes back to the bite victim. Everything. 4 games, 1 story.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes back to the bite victim. I'm just having so much trouble reconciling all right, I know Fazbear, you were saying that the thing in his bag at the start of Toy Cheek of the high school years is David Murray-isms. What if it's the bite victim? What if that's the thing he starts the week with? He starts already having the crying child, in quotes, in his bag. And from that point, he's looking for the perfect someone that is able to, like, possess something or act the same way in possession that the crying child does. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ends it by saying tomorrow's another day. He's focused on this kid. Tomorrow's another day.
I'm reading the plot for Tomorrow is Another Day right now because it's a movie. And it's about some dude named Bill. And there's like a shootout and one of them loses their memory and something.
I don't remember there being a shootout. But one of them losing their memory is interesting.
Mm.
Jeez. Let's keep going.
Could tomorrow is another day after every FNAF 4 night and after every Toy Chica game mean that the murders are happening once a night and same time?
You know, Luke Wirtz, that's actually a really cool idea. If murders are happening, like, right now, like, if that's what tomorrow's another day means, that's actually a cool idea. Anything that sells MCI 83, I'm going to have a hard time with.
Yeah,
but
damn.
This is what I mean. This is so tough. He hates you. You can get out this time, but you have to hurry. But see, this could be a kid, or this could be the observation room. We see it. Like, this could be the experiment. The observation room of this neighborhood. We see it on the breaker map. It's being observed. All this could be...
Yeah, but my explanation is that there is no test being done here. Like, it's not like this is what was being observed, and that is the stopping of it when this ends.
Maybe. Damn it. Here they come to life at night. If you die, they hide your body, never tell anyone. This could be a Truman Show. True, those who know. Alright. Swing set. By the tree. Okay. Let's go over, chat. Let's take a break. Let's think about what we have so far. Okay. The one you should not have killed, FNAF. Okay. Oh yeah, even this. Similar composition and stuff.
Like for what you are arguing, you have to take MCI 83 as fact almost. I feel like this and MCI 83 go very hand in hand.
For the FNAF 4 stuff, yeah, I think we can get away with Bite Victim being the vengeful spirit without the 83 stuff. But again, Ned Bear's voice lines. Yeah, Ned Bear's voice lines. Okay. Listen, I think the vengeful spirit had to have been experimented on. Sorry,
Yes.
Fazbear. This is how it feels, and
No,
you
I
need to
agree, and I
experience
think
it
it was the
over
Bite
and
Victim.
over and over again. So you think he got put in the nightmare rooms?
Yeah, there's a piece of I'm sending it in the side chat. This artwork that was in I think it was in the character.
I think I know what you're gonna send.
encyclopedia.
It's nightmare looming behind. Yeah.
Yeah, nightmare looming behind Bite Victim. So I think that's showing that Bite Victim has had experiences with the nightmares.
Hold on, trying to bring it up. All right, here we go. Boom. Okay, yeah, and then Ned Bear. So UCN is a game where a bunch of simulated animatronics being simulated into reality by the vengeful spirit jump scare you over and over again. FNAF 4 is a game where simulated animatronics by Afton jump scare you over and over again. And Ned Bear says, this is how it feels, and you get to experience it over and over and over again. I'll never let you leave. Which to me reads like, hey, this guy knows how it feels to be in a looping jump scare loop of Death of Doom. So again, that's another Bite Victim, the one you shouldn't have killed evidence. Damn it.
Isoptrophobia too, the fear of reflections. People are saying this is from the character encyclopedia, so it's slop. Yeah, but so is Henry. So unless you want to say Henry's design to slop, like it's reused and into the pit. This is.
I don't
this
think
is
you need it. I think
not
you just need
something-
the. I think you only need the Ned Bear line. I don't think you even need that picture.
Yeah, but this is something that was commissioned like by Scott. This was not like slop that was written by somebody else. This was Scott being like, "Hey, draw this specifically."
14. Yeah. Orchestrated by, yeah. I see all this stuff here. Oh, I wanted to look at the Vengeful Spirit's appearance, first of all. Because it looks like a boy with a bowl cut. Excuse me. Yeah, right here. Looks like a kid with a bowl cut. Like this could, like if I bring up the image we just showed, well, that's Gregory. But still, this could easily be the Bite Victim. Easily. Like, look at him.
Yeah.
Like this, especially if you mirror the image to make it easier to see. This right here. That's exactly what I'd imagine the crying child's haircut being.
It's certainly closer
also,
than the
I
little
don't
girl.
believe CC was
true.
experimented on because why? That means he knew about
Yeah.
possession before that.
Especially when it
That
says,
would
I
mean
have seen
MCI
him, the one you
83,
shouldn't have
but why-
killed. He was here. He's here and always watching. Looks too blonde. I believe that's just the contrast making the lighting up, right? Because for him to be blonde, you'd also have to say that his skin is red and yellow, which probably isn't the case. It's just the contrast being cranked way up.
I don't like digging into how this kid looks because
it's
this
just Scott's-
is just a regular person.
That's true.
Like that's just a whole ass guy
Yeah.
or child.
Let me see. So, is it for real Cassidy's Bite Victim? Also, I don't believe Caesar was experimented on because why? That means he would know about possession before the crying child. Yeah,
That's
but
no secret of the mimic.
that's true. The David rooms. And we know
David
the Nightmare
Room's
Chambers
Tiger
are
and
up and
Phil.
running. We know the Nightmare Chambers are up and running by 1983, which means he would have had probably a year to construct them or something. Ah, damn it. My brain
Edwin
hurts.
discovering Remnant from my video. William just inheriting that and seeing it.
It's okay. Well, here's what I'm confident in for today, guys. I think everything comes back to the bite victim. Ready? This will be a hot take, but here's what I think we figured out today. And I'm being totally serious. And yes, this is the bite victim I'm talking about. I think we have way underestimated how important this kid is. Underestimated.
I mean,
at large.
I mean, FNAF 4, right? 4 games, 1 story.
4 games,
and
1
it ends
story.
with bite victim story.
Yeah, I think FNAF is this kid's story. I think FNAF is this kid's story. I think he's the Grave on the Hill. I think he's in Ultimate Custom Night. I think he's Golden Freddy. I think he's angry about the bite of 83. He kills Ralph because of the bite of 83 dialogue. I think he causes another bite in 1987 as we went over. I think this kid is...
Gibby.
I can't say if Cassidy's another kid or not, but this is the most important character in Five Nights at Freddy's, I think. Whether or not this is Cassidy, I think this is the most important character.
This child is the most important character. But yeah, Cassidy screenplay.
Could he really be Cassidy?
Technically, he could be. I don't.
But how is that part of the MCI? Unless Charlie's the MCI, but then how is that earlier in the or later in the other kids? Oh well. All right, chat. Here we go, chat. Oh wait. Nah, we're fine. Okay, listen.
Charlie
chat,
is the MCI.
Here's what we learned today, okay? So, Golden Cassidy, all right? It has some problems, such as the fact that in the game universe we know nothing about Cassidy. Hell, in the novels,
There's one thing I can't
in the
say.
novels, Cassidy's fucking like Bonnie or something. I think. So, in the games, we don't know a single thing. We know that there is a spirit in the logbook that knows a lot about another spirit in the logbook. So unless that's Charlie,
the one thing I will
puppet
say,
who is Cassidy, this is the one thing I'm stuck with. The logbook is, if there was no logbook, I would be fine with saying he's Cassidy.
Yeah,
there's a logbook though.
Here's another thing that I've been thinking of since we talked about it earlier. Hypothetically, right? If Cassidy and the crying child are the same person, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case,
yeah,
then that gives us, because we have 7 gravestones total. 6 of them are in the FNAF 6 image, and we have the one on the mound. That clears up like CC, Liz, Charlie, and the core 4. That would mean we know where all of them end up. But if Cassidy and CC are different people, then we have one person that's just missing. Especially because, like, also in FNAF World, the backstage update, we have the 7 graves. Like, we looked through. There's only 7 graves there, if that's also relevant. So, it kind of works out. Yeah,
I just had one more horrendous. I just had one more horrendous idea. I just had one more horrendous idea. Let's say, Fazbear, that at some point the crying child goes through the experiments, the nightmare rooms. I will put you back together. What if that's part of the process? The IV and pills, in the room. What if he's just literally dying, being exposed to that as he's dying? I don't think so, but it's an interesting thought because the IV is there. I would reckon it's just Michael having sadness visions.
Yeah,
but it's an interesting thought if he goes through this. Anyway, that's what we're saying, chat. We have a big problem with Cassidy as a separate kid who's like a girl or something, a fifth MCI kid. They never appear, no characterization, everything, even receive, like everything Golden Freddy, everything works better with the bite victim. Happiest Day works better with him. Fredbear jump scaring you after you get death coined, more fantasy fun where I came from, works better with him. He died at a different place than the other kids. Everything works better with him, except the logbook. So going forward, chat, I think what we need to do, and obviously easier said than done, is easier than done. We need to figure out some stuff about the logbook. I think we got to go and look back into the logbook, because
We need to figure out if
who faded? Faded text. We need to look back at faded
text.
text. If there's anything we can do.
Because if faded text isn't Cassidy, that's like I can't think of anything else that makes me think 100% this is a real character.
If faded text is not Cassidy, he is.
Yeah.
So.
But right now, like faded text being Cassidy feels so solid. Like I've never even considered it being anything else.
Me neither. I have also never considered it.
Well, no, it's not that I've never considered it anything else. Actually, let me correct myself. I've considered other things, and then I've thought about all those thoughts. I'm like, this is stupid. It's Cassidy. Like every time I've gone through it, I've come to the same conclusion. No, it is Cassidy.
It would make more sense for Cassidy, a Golden Freddy possessor, to be able to access memories of this kid and be like, oh, was this your favorite toy? That makes more sense. But we can't deny, Cryo, that in chat, everything about Golden Freddy, all his characterization, it's better with, and the stuff that happens to and around him works better with a bite victim.
There's what's else? Caitlin did just DM this to me. There's the fact that there's 2 name puzzles in the logbook. Right? Because there's Cassidy and there's Dave.
Surely the Foxy Grid is something.
Yeah, surely the Foxy Grid is something.
Puzzle, though.
Well, if it isn't, like, hypothetically, if it is a name puzzle, right? If that's supposed to be Dave, then what the hell is Cassidy for?
Like, I like Dave as an answer because I think if you are looking at it under that prospect, it makes sense. I'm not fully convinced that Dave is a name in the logbook.
The Foxy Grid is Dave Murray. We have to ban Gibby from the stream.
Yeah. All right, chat wants us to look at the survival logbook real quick. We can end off with that for a few minutes. We're not going to solve it.
Yeah, I think that's its own stream, quite frankly.
All right, but we'll gloss over before we get off. But anyway, like I said, big news today. Cassidy not looking great. However, Crying Child being the grave on the hill.
Is Fredbear a separate entity from Golden Freddy?
Looking amazing.
We found, dude. We kept finding shit for that.
Yeah, Golden Freddy influencing the animatronics of FNAF 2 to cause the bite of 87. 1987 Easter egg. None of them are acting right. Motif where when a kid gets stuffed into Golden Freddy or when Golden Freddy's angry, the other animatronics act up. Golden Freddy mode. Golden Freddy caused the bite of 87, whether or not his actual jaws did it. And the character that is Nightmare works better to be the crying child, his agony, or a representation of him. First of all, Help Wanted, actually, I had to mention this. Help Wanted, Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear both be hitting this pose. Just like Dreadbear does, they got the Frankenstein walk if you go in Help Wanted.
Yeah.
Same pose. And then obviously the design of them. Nightmare has a very visible jaw, translucent head with a brain. So that's what we got so far today. I think it was a pretty good stream, chat. Little Hair goes, Cassidy is Miss Andrews' daughter. Who's Miss Andrews? Is this from the week before?
Yeah, week before, yeah.
There's a mom who said that she had a little girl go missing a while ago.
Oh, Cassidy Andrews.
Susie Andrews.
That could be Little Red Hair Girl. Could be. All right. Let me see here. Gotta freaking make sure this is not on. Here we go. Nope.
For being told
right, time to legally obtain the survival logbook.
Yeah.
Please hold.
Hold on, wait, I got you on the plug. 1 sec. Wait, do you got it or do you need it?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. Hey man, if you need the plug, I have legally obtained all of these.
Yeah, guys, we did it. Yay. Okay.
Don't forget about
we won't talk
private
about Mike
movie
today.
theater. Can someone make a better scan of this book, by the way? Like, real talk. Someone in chat, make a better scan of this book.
Dave
you know what?
Toys.
I forgot.
A future incarnation
about, like,
of
bite victim stuff.
Gregory is destined to stop Cassidy.
In case anybody's
UCN.
still Cassidy
That's
receiver,
what I believe.
which I don't know why you would be at this point, but in case anybody's still Cassidy receiver, in Return to the Pit, to do Happiest Day, it makes you turn to page 83.
I'm gonna say this right now. We have to do this for only like 2 minutes. Otherwise, Caitlin will kill me if we do logbook without her.
All right.
So for the sake of my survival.
So what do you remember? What do you remember is the first message?
And who's saying that? Is that faded or altered?
That's faded. So here's my thought process, chat. Let's go with this for now, chat. What do you remember, guys, right? I think we're setting up Happiest Day. I think we see in the books and the extended universe that, I mean, obviously you can give kids party hats or whatever, but especially in Frights, part of letting people move on is reminding them of a memory or kind of twisting the memory to be good, or Happiest Day in the games, the memory of that birthday party made well. So what do you remember? I think this, because that works better with a puppet. If it's trying to help him remember things to give him a Happiest Day, that works better if this is the puppet.
But we have a whole game about setting up Happiest Day, though. Like, that's still what FNAF World is.
Yeah, but I'm asking, what purpose could we be trying to remind Bite Victim his memories for?
I don't know.
Because when you think of what does reminding a spirit of the memories do, you think of its function. It's Happiest Day. Even in the books, you find the kid finds his body after he's dead, and then that's how you can accept.
Cassidy, Emily, yeah, you're bound.
What's your favorite childhood toy?
Balloon boy saying it, you're bound.
That's the balloon boy, the tree. I was pointing out the balloon boy because of the balloon boy bleeding out the head, like balloon boy crying child relations.
My name. It could be Charlotte. Oh my God, it could be. Do you have? But how would she know that? Come on.
Wait, has that again?
Do you have dreams? How would she know? How would the puppet know?
Cassidy plushes. Well, how would puppet? I don't know. But yeah, Cassidy plush explains that.
I think if the Fade text is Cassidy, it makes sense that Cassidy would know this.
Yeah,
because she's literally inside of his head. Because they share a suit.
By asking, bro.
By asking, who just thinks to ask that to put someone back together?
You know, I never thought of. How can a spirit dream?
I mean, isn't that what FNAF 2 is? Isn't that what those FNAF 2 cutscenes
FNAF 2
those dreams?
Are those the spirits dreaming?
Bro, you're seeing them from Freddy's point of view, I'm pretty sure. At least that's what I got. I thought that was Gabriel's point of view.
What's your favorite ride of the character? Okay, this to me, though, it does sound like an effort to... Because you got to remember, when do we set up Happiest Day, Cryo? FNAF 3.
Yeah, well, FNAF 3, FNAF World.
Yeah, okay, but it gets executed in FNAF 3, right? This logbook is a Fazbear Frights prop.
Yeah.
This is happening during FNAF 3. So I think whatever's in I think the faded text in this logbook is helping the Bite Victim to move on. I think that's it. I think the faded text is trying to assist in Happiest Day. I think
Maybe.
so. I think so.
I could see it being that while simultaneously, like, FNAF World... Because FNAF World, we're not playing as the crying child. FNAF World is we are someone or something else that's setting up Happiest Day for the crying child. So I could believe this is what Cassidy's doing during that. I don't think FNAF World takes place during FNAF 3, though. I don't think Happiest Day does either. I think both of those happen way later. What's up?
Altered, right, is the one who's the crying child throughout this?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Altered is how you get the... Altered's how you get the Cassidy name. Right? Altered's how you get the
Dave.
Altered's how you get Dave.
Logbook name?
Altered's how you get Dave.
It's so messed up because it's
Faded
me.
Is how you get Cassidy.
It's me is altered throughout the entirety of the Cassidy puzzle.
All right, listen to this,
but
right?
that's fine. Because it's me doesn't pertain specifically to one person.
The party was for you. It was for me. I can, in my head, imagine that exact dialogue playing out as Charlotte hands the Happiest Day kid the cake and his mask falls. It was for me is the realization that would cause Happiest Day. But then again, we're doing Bite Victim when he shouldn't have killed, so he wouldn't even move on there. This sucks. I hate Cassidy. Dude, I mean it. Andrew's the GOAT. Fuck Cassidy.
Fuck it. Andrew is back on the table.
All right.
Here's what I find interesting. There's a Happiest Day page in Ticket to Fun. It says activities for all. It showcases the 3-tiered cake. It's got Chica, Freddy, Bonnie,
Black
Foxy.
Lockhart, that's not correct.
It says kids can redeem tickets at our prize booth for tons of amazing goodies, including plush versions of our famous Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy, so they can relive their Freddy Fazbear's Pizza experience night after night.
Huh.
So I don't think Happiest Day is moving them on.
That's fair. All right. Well, chat, today, what did we learn? We learned that the Golden Freddy is, at minimum, the bite victim and the vengeful spirit. At minimum.
Yes.
And at minimum is connected to the bite of 80. At minimum, connected to the bite of 87.
Which we all already kind of thought.
I think the hill stuff was good. I think that was good.
Yeah.
I think
the
we
hill
all
stuff
locked
is
in for
good.
that, guys.
Yes.
Yes. So, chat. Get this on here. 1 second. Boom. Alrighty, chat. If you guys enjoyed being here to participate in this stream, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and come back, because we're going to do this all the time. This is going to be our thing. This is where we freaking overanalyze the lore and get headaches and then yell at each other for hours on end. Toys for Talbert, thank you for $9.99. Could the Golden Freddy fading out in UCN be BV?
Why have the FNAF 2 model during
Or the other
gameplay
spirit that
and
gets
the
death
FNAF
coined?
1 Golden
I think
Freddy
it's just to
fade
represent
out?
that it's Golden Freddy running the show. I think it's what that's
Yeah.
for. Yeah, chat, we had a big day today. I hope to see the bite victim on the hill discovery we made today, guys. I hope to see that online somewhere, because I probably won't be making a video in a while. Video coming out soon. Into the pit.
Same. FNAF World video coming out like
and
tomorrow
Fast
for
Tread.
me.
And Fast Tread. Fast Tread, go ahead. You guys, I'm coming out too.
Yes. Guys, I am doing a Midnight Motors video, and I want to get your thoughts on what Midnight Motors is. I have a Google forum that it's just multiple choice. You click like, is it about the Aftons? Who's the runaway? Whatever. Could I post links in chat?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay. Well, here's the link. Go fill that out. It's just, I'm just trying to get as much data set on what the community consensus on Midnight Motors is as possible. So I can.
Kaylee confirmed it is only those 7 graves, the 6 in one spot, and then the.
Yeah.
Dude, we were right. We did it today. We're onto something. That mound is. Ooh. We're getting closer, chat. We're getting closer, one step at a time.
We're getting closer.
Okay. And then maybe when I decide I want to kill myself, I'll do a logbook stream.
Cassidy puzzle again to see
Yeah,
if you can get
logbooks have to be.
Charlie.
That should be a
Spinach.
stream. Just figuring out if Faded can be anyone other than Cassidy.
All right. Bye, chat. Thanks for coming with me today. Spread the freaking news. All right, everyone sing. Sing, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, you got me fucked up. You think I'm doing this?
Hey, I'm ore farming.
Yeah, you get all the ore